You got Ken and Beezy, Sophie and Mike, feet for a ride. The people wanna know, is the mic still on? I'm saying.
Thank you for listening to a new episode of this, the Mic Still On podcast. My name is Kenneth Bean. Joining me on the show, we have FIFO 24/7.
Man, what it do?
Beezy 430.
What up, though?
And Rod.
What's up? How you, man?
Chilling. If you're new to the show, I probably need to do that too. Hold on. Let me see.
I'm over.
Feel like I'm a little close.
Making sure I'm good.
Or the fist.
Right.
Yeah, the fist. Okay. But anyway, check us out, man. This is audio that you are listening to right now. If you're not watching the video version, if you are watching the video version, that means you are a patron. Patreon.com/IsTheMicStillOn. And you get extra content as well. So you get to see us and to hear us a little longer than everyone else. And you also support the show. Also, make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. We do a live show every month. Once a month, we do a live show. And this one, I believe the live show is on the 19th of April. So,
no.
It is not. I get that date every.
No, that's the wrong date.
I knew it was wrong.
That's the
when I
day
said
we
it.
shoot though, but it's just not the. Is the mic still on
It was
date?
wrong when I said it.
So you
it's
might
the
be talking
23rd.
About the, yeah, I'm about to say it might be talking about the 23rd.
Yeah, it is the 20th. There is a live show on the 19th though. B. It's Dead in Hip Hop.
Dead in Hip Hop. There you
That's
go.
right.
There you go.
It's at
See?
Nas. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we do a lot of shows. So I got my shows.
Right day, but just wrong show. You know what I mean?
So yeah, the 23rd. So tune in for that.
What is it gonna be?
And
again?
check out. It's supposed to be Financial Literacy Month. That's the plan right now.
Okay.
You know, Mike expressed some reservations about that. He said it was going to be boring. So I've been thinking of ways to spruce it up to make it entertaining. But I also know that it's Jazz Appreciation Month, so we may do a 2-for. We may do we may do that.
Okay.
So but yeah, so that's what we're doing. That's the plan so far. And I think that's it. There's no Mike this week, everybody. There is no Mike C-Town. It is Easter Sunday. So last I heard, he went and got buried on Friday.
Right.
And that today I think he should be out.
He be rising.
I think he should be out. Yeah, I think he should be rising. I think he should be rising. We have to check in on him and see.
Okay.
But yeah, he was testing the God. It was the God theory, man. He was testing this thing out. Yeah.
Hey, look.
So
man.
he took the Sunday off.
Yeah.
to go see if he can do the same thing that Jesus. Right. He want to live like Jesus did.
I got you.
Or didn't do.
You know what I'm saying? I got you. And then come back and tell us about it.
And then he's going to come back Sunday and tell us all about it, man.
Tell us all about it.
I know one thing. It's probably going to be hot. It's probably going to be hot.
It's probably going to be hot as hell.
in that tomb or coffin or whatever he buried in. So, yeah. So, y'all make sure that you guys hit him up and ask him how their experience went. I don't know if you have his phone. If you have his phone, it might not be as boring as it was with Jesus back in the day.
Right.
So, but, yeah. So, anyway. So, that's why he's not here. But, anyway, let's get into... What's
the word of the day?
Yeah, you know what? I had a really good one that I wanted to do, or I had one that I liked. I won't say it was good, and I need to start just sending these things in when I see them. But I think the one that I had was from a while ago.
Was it good because of like the pronunciation of it, or was it the meaning? Like, what made it so good? Where you was like, "Oh, I want that to be the word of the day."
I thought it was a good word. I thought it was a good word that we can use. But I listened to the Merriam-Webster Word of the Day podcast, and now I'm on their site and I cannot even find it. So yeah. So did we do lacuna?
I don't
Matata?
No.
I bet.
No, that doesn't sound familiar.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Maybe if you say the meaning. What's the definition of it?
It's a formal word that refers to a gap or blank space in something.
You know,
in other words, a missing part.
Lacoon?
Nah, Matata.
Let me see.
That's Acuna. I know. It did sound like Acuna though when you said it. You said it.
LACUNA.
It means no worries.
Means no worries, bro. Means no worries. Don't worry about nothing.
But yeah, when used with respect to biology, lacuna also refers to a small cavity, pit, or discontinuity in an shit. What the fuck's going on here? Anatomical structure.
Okay.
So kind of like a person that's bow-legged. They're lacuna. They got lacuna between their legs.
So a person that's bow-legged is lacuna.
Yeah, you see a girl walking, you're like, oh, she lacuna as fuck.
Don't say that, B.
Yeah, you can't say that. You can't say that.
She got some lacuna going on, boy.
Don't say that.
You can't say that, bro. You can't say that.
Do not take a kid's advice on that.
Right.
That's
bad
Don't
advice.
say that, bro. Do not say that at all, please.
Okay.
So a gap in your teeth, like Michael Shane has a lacuna.
That's
smile.
a lacuna. Yeah. He's a lacuna smile.
That's a good one.
Yep. So yeah, you got it. That's what we're gonna do. So we'll do that one. And but that is it. So lacuna. Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and get going with some facts. Some facts only. Facts. Fun facts.
Fun facts.
Fun facts. Yep.
We on the fun fact this week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, you, and Ken. Yeah.
Well, somebody needs to bring a topic because it'll just be
Right.
Well, I mean, I have like two.
You got two
topics.
Yeah. We'll play by ear. I got something that I could talk about.
Okay.
Too. But I'll go first with the fun fact. I was thinking, I was like, damn, what fun fact should I do? Let me talk about something that I actually like. You know what I'm saying? So, my favorite car brand, I have been swayed, is definitely BMW. So, want to give you guys a fun fact regards to BMW. It's kind of like a 2-for-1 in this one. You know what I'm saying? So, the BMW logo is probably not what you think. A logo helps customers identify its brand. The BMW logo has become a symbol of luxury and prestige. Yet many people actually know what the logo depicts. It's a large percentage people believe it's a propeller from its early airplane engine days. And still others believe the colors represent BMW's hometown's flag. Okay. If you guessed the latter, you were right. The logo actually depicts the famous state of Bavaria in Germany where it was founded. So I never knew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was just like, okay, well, it's the Beamer logo. I ain't know really what it meant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just wanted to share that fun fact.
Yeah, I've looked at, I've studied logos and stuff before. Being a graphic designer. I don't remember that fact though. I don't. I think I remembered the former. What you said about the
yeah,
propeller.
they started off as building engine planes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? During the World War and all that type of stuff. So yeah, man. They was into some different type of stuff.
That's a good fun fact.
Yeah, so that was the 2-for-1.
Mine is so you have a kid now. Ken has kids or whatever. I know B doesn't, but as he gets older, he's gonna get into stuff and all that, right? So if he put crayon on your walls in your house, how would you get that off?
You would probably, the first thing I'll probably try is like hot water.
Okay.
And like, some type of paper or a rag or something.
Okay.
And then, I'll probably move the chemicals. If that don't get it off.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? you gotta progress. You know what I'm saying? So you have bleach or got that Ajax or something.
How would you get it off, kid? Or how have you gotten it off?
I don't, because my wife does that. But probably just water. I would say she probably would use water if I had to guess.
Wow.
I doubt it because she probably went and looked up how to get it off or already knows some weird way to get it off.
Got you.
Because she kind of like that.
Got
but
you.
me, if it was me, if I was at home with the kids and they just running around doing what they do like they normally do, then yeah, I would get some water. I'll tell them to get some water and wipe that shit off.
Get some water and wipe it off. What
Maybe
about
something
you?
like lemon, vinegar or something like that.
What about you, V? Have no
Water,
clue how you get water?
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
I wouldn't want to put chemicals on my wall, but
Right.
I would try water.
Because you'll probably strip it off.
The paint. and
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
Or discolor it or
Yeah.
something.
That's what you would think you
Yeah.
would need to do. But actually, there's an easier way to get that off. You use a hair dryer. So you use a hair dryer, and it basically melts the wax of the crayon off, and you just wipe it off. It's very simple. You melt it and then wipe it off. You don't
It
have
comes
to
right
use
off
no
with water. You just
you not even water. You just get a rag.
You just get a
paper
rag, just
towel.
boom.
Boom. It comes
come
off.
right off.
That makes sense.
And
does
it
make
makes sense. I did the same. I had to, and it's funny because I did it with. I did, much like your wife. We both Tauruses. We all are too. I know y'all probably will eventually look it up.
Yeah.
probably. But I looked it up one day. I had spilled some wax from a candle on a wall. I was like, oh my God. And we just got this house. I was like, man, how the hell I get this wax off? So of course I'm trying to scrub it with a scraper, all this stuff. I'm like, wait a minute, it has to be an easier way to get this off. So I just looked it up, and it just simply put a hair dryer. I mean, it just melted it like that. It was dripping. I didn't even have to wipe it up. It just literally came off. And I'm just like, wow, why didn't I think just to heat this
Damn, that's crazy.
back to its natural, I guess to its original.
To its liquid state.
And just wipe it off.
Yeah.
Same thing with a crayon. You just put it back to its liquid state and wipe it
Just
off.
wipe it off.
Yeah, that's why I was like hot water. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kind of, sort of there, but
Kinda,
not all the way there.
Yeah.
I
Just
feel
think
you.
about it. Like you
Yeah.
just put a blow dryer to the joint,
Yeah.
it's gonna put
It's
it
a
back
wrap.
to its liquid state, and then you just wipe it off.
And it don't leave no residue, no nothing.
No residue, no nothing.
That's crazy.
Ain't it crazy? It's
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. I did it with the wax candle.
Yeah.
Simple things. I tell
Life
you.
hacks, man.
Life
Yeah.
hacks, yeah. So that's my fun fact. You use the hair
That's what's
dryer,
up.
put it back to its liquid state, wipe it off.
For all you parents out there, all you parents out there with
It's
kids.
gonna happen.
Right.
I used to be
Little
that kid.
kids.
Yeah.
I used to be that kid. I used to put crayon and stuff
Yeah.
all over the place, bro.
I never did as a kid.
Really?
I don't remember doing that either.
Yeah,
I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't remember getting in trouble for something
Yeah,
like that.
no, I was too scared to write on the walls, so I don't think I never did it. Yeah,
It wasn't about like for me being scared thing. It was just my creativeness at the time. Like I went through like, I wouldn't call myself an artist anymore. But once upon a time, like I used to draw all the time, and that was just like an extra canvas for me. You know what I'm saying? So obviously my parents didn't like it, but you know what I'm saying. I never got beat for it. Like stop doing it, but never escalated crazy.
I never went through that phase as a kid. Like as far as like wanting to draw and like that never clicked for me as a kid. Like I never had I didn't like coloring books. I didn't like to try to draw stuff. Like I just didn't. That just never like interest me at all.
Wow.
as
What
a
were,
kid.
what were you interested in?
Sports and girls. and-
Always, like always, even as like a young kid.
Yeah, sports, video games, and girls. Shit, that's pretty much it. I mean, if the girl,
you play with toys and stuff though, right?
yeah, I had G.I. Joe,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
action
okay.
figures and shit like
Got
that.
you, got
or
you.
Did
whatever.
you do Hot Wheels cars?
Yeah, I used to Hot Wheel cars and stuff. Yeah, I used to have like a shoebox full of just different Hot Wheel cars and shit. But yeah, like drawing and I never cared about
Being
doing
artsy
it.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
never
got
cared for stuff like that.
I don't know why. Well, I know part of what drove like my motivation. I used to have this classmate. I couldn't tell you what grade, but I was hella young. I want to say his name was Francisco Lima. I remember, there's just certain people you remember like that. When I tell you, like, he's probably one of the best artists I've ever seen. Like, at a very young age, the detail in his drawings was crazy. And then, I'm hyper competitive, so he, drove me to get better. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, I just had like this hyper focus on art, because I was like, damn, like, I know I'm good because I'm like better than everybody else, but nobody's as good as you. You know what I'm saying? So like he was like the standard for me. So it just drove me to try to perfect it.
I appreciate art. I just never been interested in myself of like being like, oh man, let me try to
Like
I just be
Ninja
like, let me
Turtles?
just see what the hell
Oh,
you
man.
did. Yeah, like I just be like, let me just see it. I'd rather just watch it, see the art that someone else created, but I never cared to try to do it.
That's where it started. It was an after school program. This nigga drew Shredder one time, bro, and I'm like, but what the fuck is this? Like it just, and then I watched him. You know what I'm saying? Because like, he came up and he showed like the after school teacher, the I'm like, bro, how'd you do that? And he's like, come, you know what I'm saying? And we just started drawing. I'm like, bro, he's
happened to me before.
way advanced.
Yeah, that happened to me before too. Like I was always the dude in school that could draw really well, and then this guy came to school and he was drawing Ninja Turtles, and that shit was like so good. I was like, damn, like I thought I was the shit.
Yeah.
And then he came and drew that shit. I was like, oh wow, that's the first time I've experienced like not being the best at.
Yep.
Some people thought I was the best at.
Yep.
So I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
My fun fact
Uh-oh.
is about Zimbabwe.
You see that lacuna he put in there?
in South Africa. I was listening to the Africa Daily podcast, and this white guy was on there, and he said this shit. I was like, damn, that's crazy. He said white people can't own land in Zimbabwe.
Oh wow.
What?
They
Now
can't own land.
that's what he said,
Right.
And I looked it up, and I was like, wait, what happened? So apparently some shit went down, and in 1980 there was a Marxist dictator, Robert Mugabe, and he told the few remaining white landowners that your time is up, and he he said, this is a quote. This is on Newsweek.com, folks.
Okay.
We say no to whites owning our land, and they should go. They can own companies and apartments, but not the soil. It is ours, and that message should ring loud and clear in Britain and the United States.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah. So he sent people there, man. In the story he was telling, he said, it was. He said they would come and it was just a handful of people. I'll leave, and then when they kind of debo, they leave, then I'll come right back. Man, he said one time it was like 50, 60 of them motherfuckers showed up. He said we got to go, and this motherfucker left. And they asked him, and the host was like, "Yo, would you ever consider coming back?" He was like, and that's when he said, he was like, "Well, white people can't own land in Zimbabwe, so I ain't going back." But yeah, so now they're actually working through this thing to give it back. This was in Zimbabwe. Says foreign white farmers can't apply to get back seized land. They took their shit, bro.
Bruh.
They took their shit.
That's a good ass fact.
And this is on Reuters, and this was August 31st, 2020. Yeah, I didn't know that shit. Now, is there a law preventing them from being able to own land? That's what I was trying to look up. I cannot find an official law, but the law is the law of the guns. The law of the black motherfucker saying, don't you bring your ass over here and try to get this damn land. That's the law. And, of course, it's different probably in South Africa. They don't operate like, of course, the U.S. do with all of the laws and stuff like that. Probably what they say goes. But yeah, man. Random motherfuckers up out of that, B.
Damn.
Random up out of there. And they don't even want to go back. They scared to go back.
That's how it
Took
should
their
be.
shit. So white people cannot own land
In Zimbabwe.
in Zimbabwe.
Wow.
I was like, damn. If only, bruh.
If only, bruh. If only.
Can you imagine a country where if he's a dictator, like his shit was probably really fucked up. I would imagine. I ain't looking
Probably
to
so.
his history or not, but it's just the fantasy of black people being like, and we're talking about South Africa, so they went through their shit, like they real racist and shit or whatever. So, but nevertheless, just the idea of there being a place where black people basically fuck with the white people. They be like, nah, man, y'all know that shit ain't gonna go fly over here.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think the closest thing we have to that is like things that only black people can apply for, like grants or certain loans, and it's specific to a certain group of people. Or whatever. I think that's the only thing that we have that I'm aware of that. Nah, if you white, you can't get this particular thing. So I think that's the. I think we can start doing these type of things, but we just got to be slick about it. We got to know.
Yeah, but it's not as powerful as land.
It's not as obviously it's not as powerful as land.
It's powerful and it definitely gives you certain advantages. Right.
Yeah.
But it's not as powerful as land.
Yeah.
But Ken, as you was talking, I was thinking like in Cuba, only Cubans can own land, so you can't be a foreigner and own land. I think that would be kind of dope for us because you look at especially when we're talking like high end realty and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A lot of international rich people buy that shit here in America. But imagine if you were like only Americans could buy American land and buildings and shit like that. Like that would definitely give everybody more of a leg up. You know what I'm saying? That are American.
Yeah, you're right. So anyway, there's a quote in here. I'm gonna read this because I know the Reddits are coming. But yeah, the Newsday Zimbabwe. I guess that must be a publication over there. One farmer present for Mugabe's speech said provincial politicians dine with whites by night and denounce them by day. So take that for what it's worth and how you may. But yeah, either way, the thought that was interesting when I heard that. I was like, damn, that's some shit. Ain't that some shit? So anyway,
it's not surprising though.
It isn't.
Especially with the history of it's not surprising.
Yeah, and we've been in America for so long. Like we know the history that we've taught, we've seen, and been present for is form of oppression, and we've been taught that other parts of the country are just fucked up, and as
You
well
mean of the world?
World is kind of just fucked up.
Right.
This is the best place in that.
Right.
For
That's
the
what
most
we've
part,
been feeded. That's what we've been
whites
feeded.
own the shit, everything, and so the idea of that, while when you really sit back and think about it, like, damn, okay, I guess that could make sense because not America is its own place, and they probably are the majority over there, so it would kind of make sense. But living in America and been under white rule, quote unquote, for so long, it's hard to even imagine them saying, them treating white people like that,
Right.
and not even being attacked for it yet.
You're right.
This was in 1980, so for them, not for white folks somewhere to be like, oh hell no, nah, we gonna go over there and we gonna bomb that place. So, but again, I just found all this out, folks. So I'm welcome to whatever y'all drop in the Reddits. I'm a sponge for information. I just thought this was interesting. I'm sure there's a lot that I don't know that has happened from 1980 to 2023. So I'll just put that out there. But just the fact that this happened, and I find it fascinating, growing up in a racist country like America. So, yeah.
Yeah, that is fascinating, bro. Damn.
Didn't you bring up like a black city or something like that was being built in a certain part of the United States one time? It's been a while, but I feel like you brought up something like that. And I was trying to see what was the status of that, because I think somebody was trying to debunk it or something. You remember that?
I can't. You're not talking about the thing that went down in Tennessee, right?
What went down in Tennessee? I don't think
When it was a black city and they were trying to, white people were trying to take over and accuse them of stealing money or something
I think
like that?
so. Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
what you had brought up that time.
Yeah, because they was bringing it was some
It was
plant
in Memphis, and then it was a small city that was mostly
and it
black.
was a plant that was coming there.
That's
was gonna
right.
help,
Yeah, they were bringing that plant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they was gonna bring that. It kind of get secure jobs for. Yeah. I kind
I
of
need
remember
to follow
that.
up.
now.
Yeah,
I kind of remember that.
If you followed up on that.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything about it recently, but I'll be
I
curious to
forgot
see
the
where
name of
it's
that
at.
town that you
This
said.
topic made me think of that.
Yeah. Damn.
It'll be interesting to kind of go back and see, now that you mentioned that, just to go back and look at some of the things we talked about and be like, damn, where are they now?
Right.
Because, that one just kind of came and went.
That's
I
like
saw
a dope
that-
mailbag episode, like our own kind of mailbag instead of outsiders.
I think I want to see. I saw a headline. I don't know if this is true or not or whatever, because I didn't look into it like that. But I think Young Thug was trying to buy like a city or something like that for black.
Was it Young Thug or was it Akon?
It was Young Thug.
Okay.
It wasn't Akon. Yeah, it was Young Thug. I want to say he was trying to call it Slime City or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to have my own city.
Yeah, hold on.
Did you see? I want to say it's
I will.
Torian Prince, basketball player, and if it's not him, I know it was a basketball player that just recently bought an island, and he called it. Oh no, he's from the Mavericks. What's his name? Crazy hair from the Mavericks, 3-and-D guy.
Crazy here from he still play now.
He plays right now. Oh, I can't think of his name, but I can see him all day. Reggie Bullock. He called
Okay.
it
Reggie
Bullock
Bullock,
Island.
okay, yeah.
Yep. He called it Bullock Island.
Damn.
He just bought an island. I think it's like not far from Jamaica. I think he paid like $3 million for it. And he said he's building it up. And he's for family, and then also he's gonna rent half of the island out.
Damn, that's it? Just $3 million? Shit.
Damn, I know that's a come
No,
on.
yeah.
So
You could buy like there's islands for sale even for less than that. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
But certain islands depend on the price. Is it inhabitable? Can you
Right,
build
right.
on it?
Right,
And then how
right.
far are the materials?
Right.
Because you got to, you know what I'm saying? All that
Yeah.
shit
So
costs.
that's why it's cheaper.
You know what I'm saying? Like $3 million for where that's at is really good because it's not that far from Jamaica. Getting all your materials by boat isn't crazy. But if you're in the middle of fucking buttfuck nowhere, it's more difficult.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Rob. Go ahead.
no, I was saying it was Young Thug trying to
That's crazy.
It was like his manager gifted him. This was in 2021. Gifted him with 100 acres in Greater Atlanta.
100 acres.
100 acres.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. But
Yeah.
he trying to build a city in that?
So yeah, it was just. I mean, it's still. I mean, he was trying. So like, he's gonna call it Slime City. Build really nice homes, a water park, perhaps a camping site. What else he was doing? Where people could love riding bikes, 4-wheelers can cut loose. Yeah. He said he was chopping it up with some architects and engineers. There are a few permits they're waiting on. This man was trying to build a black city. Man, they locked him up. They locked him up.
That's funny that happened. Like he was doing that before he got locked up, right?
Yeah,
because it's 2021, right?
Yeah.
But still, he still has
They're
been.
like, hold on, nigga, nuh-uh.
So
Hold on a minute, player.
hold on. So y'all saying that's the reason why he got locked up?
That's a hell of a correlation, bro.
Bruh.
Hey, look,
What is going on?
Hey, you know how I feel about
It was like it's time.
Yep.
It's time. They always build cases on.
They got the folder.
They build cases on. They was like, oh, it's time.
It's time.
Let's pull the folder.
He trying to uplift black people.
See, where he was going to build the city, they trying to do the cop city shit at. That's where they was doing the shit. You know what I'm saying?
We'll take that.
Yep, we'll take that. We're going to make this cop city.
I mean, they were saying that Prince was trying to buy a network before he got killed.
Yeah.
And Bill
Yep.
Cosby.
Shit,
No,
Michael
Prince
Jackson.
too.
Yeah, I know. I
Prince-
said,
Oh, Michael Jackson. That's what I meant.
Yeah,
Michael
Michael
Jackson.
Jackson, yeah.
That's what I meant.
Prince-
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Prince was trying to. Yeah.
Yeah, but I meant Michael
remember hearing
Jackson.
about-
Michael Jackson was
Cause-
rumored. Michael Jackson was trying to buy a network. They were mad. He already had the Beatles, right?
Yep.
He had the Beatles,
Yep.
and then he was about to own his own masters because that time frame in his contract was about to be up. He was
Yep.
about to own all that shit.
And the Beatles shit.
Mhm.
Like,
He,
was about to
already
own all-
he bought the Beatles. You know why he bought the Beatles shit?
Why?
Because
I forgot. I feel like I remember. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm obviously gonna it's overview. I ain't got no details.
And this
like
can
that.
kind of tail into my topic, but go ahead.
Okay, bet. But damn, what was the Beatles like lead singer? He had said something slick to Mike. And then, like the next day, he
Mike
went and
was
bought
like-
the Beatles catalog. He
Bought
said,
that shit.
"How much is it? Yeah, buy all that." And he owned it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So every time they made money, he got paid.
He
first.
got paid for it.
Yep.
That's fucking wild,
That's
bro.
a true story, dog.
Yeah, on some petty shit. Mike Jack bought that shit.
Right,
on some
said
petty
this is a true
shit,
story,
bro.
All
dog.
right, man.
Okay, so
petty shit.
segue right
Mine
into
was
my
a rumor,
topic.
y'all. Don't sit
Yeah, I
here
know.
and fact
Yeah,
check me
yeah, I
with some
know.
bullshit. No, I was talking to everybody listening.
But speaking of Mike and these artists up here buying shit and gotta pay for shit, y'all hear about the shit that Diddy pay police lead singer Sting $5,000 a day since because he used "I'll Be Missing You." Remember the police song "I'll Be Missing You"? So yeah, he was on Sting was on I guess he was on Breakfast Club and he was saying then like yeah Diddy pay because he used that song without his permission.
Oh,
Diddy did. So Diddy been paying him. He said on Breakfast Club that he paid him $2,000 a day, and then Diddy corrected him. He tweeted with like, "Nope, $5K a day. Love to my brother."
1.825 million or 1.825 million
Bruh.
a year.
So you gotta think when that song came out, 97.
So
He
how
been
many
paying
years
that
is
man $5,000 a day since 97, bruh.
How long ago is 97? So boom. That's 26 years. So when you times that by 26,
Bruh.
Ooh, shit.
And the fact that he corrected, yeah, because he used it's the dedication, the dedication song towards Biggie. He used that sample without his permission
Yo, 47,450,000.
for how long? How long is that gonna go?
for the rest of his life,
Oh hell,
That's
no.
music, bro.
bruh.
Man,
Oh, I gotta take him out,
For the
bro.
rest of his life,
bro.
for the rest of his life, bruh.
5,000 a day, my
Sting
nigga.
got to get stung.
Yes, Sting gotta get stung. Yes, bruh.
That's insane. Ain't no
and
then-
fucking way.
How much
Then
did
Diddy
that
gonna
song
say
make?
we're actually good friends now. That's my brother. Like hell yeah, you paying that motherfucker $5,000 a day?
But no, that has to be.
A day, bro.
I need a limit on that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
that is
bro.
ridiculous.
Yes,
That's insane.
I thought Diddy had better lawyers than that.
bruh.
Yeah, because like what for you to agree to something like
Yeah,
that?
come on, bro.
What was the worst that could have happened to you?
Right.
So what was worse than that?
He probably wasn't even gonna sue you for that much as you've been paying for this right at this point.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Like
you probably could have settled for something.
That's
a
what I'm
leg.
thinking.
Like,
Yeah.
like, come on.
Like, nah,
Either
okay,
that
I'll
or
pay you
just
this
change that shit, bro.
Yeah.
You just gotta change that. All right, well, fuck you then. Fuck you and your song. I'll change it.
Bruh.
yeah, because man, golly, like I couldn't even do it, bro. I couldn't even do it. $5,000 A month? Wait, you was like
A day.
5,000 a day?
5,000 a day.
Ain't no fucking way.
365 times.
And did he confirm
5,000.
that shit, bro?
Did he confirm
1.825
it?
million.
Yeah,
Bro.
Diddy confirmed it. Like it was because the clip was a Sting interview from 2018. So when the clip, I don't, you know how Twitter be, clips just go viral and shit. So then that clip, like, yeah, Diddy paid me 2,000 a day, and then Diddy, the fact that Diddy replied was like, nope, 5K a day. Like I if I was Diddy, I'd have kept that. I wouldn't even.
Did you say
agree to it.
paid or pays?
Pays. Like he's still
Pays.
paying him.
He's still paying.
He's still paying him now.
So I'm looking at
I don't
this.
even know
So
what that would be like, bro.
in February 2022, Sting sold his entire songwriting and publishing catalog rights to Universal Music Publishing Group for $300 million.
When?
In
2022?
February 2022, so last year.
Okay.
In February.
All right.
So Sting
what happens
sold.
at that point?
I got you.
Okay.
So he sold it to Universal Music, and he got
Mm-hmm.
$300 million for his entire catalog. The sale included his entire song catalog from his time with the Police, and also as a solo artist. So in other words, if Every Breath You Take generates $5 per day in royalty today, those checks now go to Universal Music Group.
Oh, okay, so Diddy. So now Diddy's not paying him no more.
Nah.
He's paying Universal. Damn.
What an idiot.
Bro, you right. I'm with you, right? Why did he get better?
My lawyers
than
need
that?
to holler at
Yeah,
Universal
bruh.
right now.
If I'm Diddy, I'm with you now, Rod. Like, bruh, like, come on, lawyers. Like, how y'all let this shit slide?
Even before then.
Bruh.
How that get grandfathered over to them? Like,
Bruh, what? That's wild, bruh.
But now Sting, like, 300 mil is a lot. So he can
So
do a
they're
lot
so
with
they're saying, and this article is from CelebrityNetWorth.com. They're saying that one song generated, and they say conservatively,
Yeah.
that one song generated 120 million in royalties.
which one song?
Every step you take.
his-
Which one? The original one or
That's
the
what I meant,
Diddy
which
one?
The Diddy one? The Diddy one did?
It generates how much?
It generated 120 million.
And in what time? Up until today?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it has
just
to be. In the whole time span
in
since the
that-
song
in that
released
time.
to
Mhm.
now. Okay.
So he basically got half.
Almost, because
Almost
he pays
half.
47 mil since the song dropped.
It's a song drop, yeah.
But it generated 120
So
million.
he's down to
royalties.
80 mil in profit.
in profits, yeah.
So
Damn.
yeah, Sting is
But that's crazy. That's
71.
one song though.
I know Sting is 71 years old, which is
Oh, you
kinda
looked up his
crazy.
age?
Yeah, because I'm trying to think how much longer he got left.
Oh yeah, he good.
That's
good.
a long play though.
It is. It
That's a
is. So
long
he's been.
play.
Yeah. So him selling. I'm thinking about.
He got a
He
good
didn't
15
lose.
to 20 more summers
He didn't
if he
lose.
plays it right.
He didn't lose. I say that. So
Oh, hell no.
that's a long play.
That is a long play, bro.
That's a long play.
And now he got 300 mil. So now when you
Cash.
said he sold his catalog, I'm like, okay, let me look up his age to see 300 mil. How many summers do you
I
think?
say
he got?
about if he plays a good 15 to 20 summers left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 15, 20 summers with 300 mil in the bank. 'Cause-
Oh yeah, you good, bro.
And I don't know if he got
Yeah.
any family. Yeah, he's
good.
been married. He has a couple of children, but
But I wonder. Okay, so in a situation like that money, is that taxed as income? Because if that's taxed as income, and if he lives in Cali, that's 50% tax.
I don't know. But I would think the government want everything, a piece of everything.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I would imagine it is taxed.
Unless he assumed it like in a trust, and then it would be tax
Which,
free.
if I'm knowing Sting, they probably found a way to
yeah,
Oh, of
protect
course.
as
not
much
pay
as
tax.
that as
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
100%. You know how they play. So yeah, he definitely maneuvered that.
Bro, that's wild.
But that's crazy. 300.
Damn,
million.
did he?
God damn.
Yeah.
Damn, that man was baking off your ass, boy.
5K a day.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
insane.
So
So
how much was that in 1
since
month?
that happened,
Yeah.
every
150?
year he just get free money rolling in. Let's just even say, going by what you're saying, let's just say it's half. $20 million just to do nothing.
Just chill.
Just to sit there. That you can do
You don't even
whatever
have to
you
tour.
want to, bro.
You don't even have to tour no more.
No,
Nothing,
you
bro.
can do whatever you want.
That's wild.
Damn.
And then just think about this too, like that song boosted the original song too.
Of
like
course.
anytime you
Of
like a
course.
song
and
that
it was
got
a tribute
sampled.
song towards Biggie. So like, yeah, that's
Yep. So you eating on both sides.
that's
Crazy.
wild. Bro.
Yeah, I think that these artists selling these catalogs is still interesting to me, but I think now the age is probably determining that. It's like, what am I going to do with it? Unless you leave it to your family. But you can take that 300 mil.
and invest it and make more than what
Yep.
the catalog itself would
Exactly.
have made. So
Yep.
yeah, no, I think it's smart plays, and I think every artist is like in a different situation, right? Like, I saw flack for people saying that Future shouldn't have sold. Yeah, he should have, because he's still in his prime. So let me get this payday real quick based off of all of the old shit that I done did. I'm gonna create new stuff, and I'm gonna own that catalog.
So when they sell the catalog, it doesn't mean that they have to. They sell them their new shit. So like once you sell that,
so it depends on how you structure a deal.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So like if you're the music group, you know what I'm saying, and let's say I'm the artist, you know, FIFO, you know, and I come to you and I say, hey, look, you know, up until 2020, I'm willing to sell you everything that I created, and I want 100 million for that. You know what I'm saying? You come back and say, look, I'm gonna give you 175 million, but I want the stuff that you do for the next 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So we negotiate. It's just a deal. It's whatever we agree to.
Gotcha.
But in Future's case, he just agreed to sell what he's already done, but he's in the prime of his career. He's still gonna make money off of that music touring. Because you can't fucking, you know, take my tour money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're
is it in the deal?
I don't know. You know, it
might
depends
be
on
the
what they
deal.
negotiated.
I didn't know Future sold his. I must have missed the story.
Yeah, he sold his catalog.
I
forgot
forgot
what
what people. That is a little
When
early.
did he do that? I'm about to
That is a little early because in Sting's case, he did it last year.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, he almost
was
done.
he was
though.
70. It
Yeah,
last-
I think that's
he
becoming a thing, though. I saw somebody.
Yeah, I forgot. I saw somebody else.
Jermaine Dupri was saying something about that, I believe.
It makes sense. He ain't making hits anymore.
Yeah, yeah. I want to say I saw some headline of him. A headline of him trying to sell his catalog, but I think that's becoming like a thing.
It is. These people are trying to cash out, and I think they're just looking for other ways to invest that money. So let me just go ahead and cash out on this and put this toward other type of interest, I guess.
Yeah.
Because
You can always create more music.
yeah,
depending on where you are.
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
Sting, no, he's not. You know, this is his retirement.
yeah, most of his fan base are probably dead anyway.
Exactly. But for Future, like it's like, yo, let me just cash out and have. But this story was posted. I'm getting it off
I
of
don't know about
TMZ.
Future though, bro.
It was high. It was a high 8-figure, according to Variety.
You don't say the exact amount. Though.
Yeah, don't say the exact amount, but this was posted September 20th, 2022.
So he sold the back catalog, but they don't have. Well, I know we probably don't know details, but maybe
Yeah,
you do know.
but
so
to me,
anything new,
is still his. So to me, that makes sense. Like,
You said 8 figures, so that's like what 50, 60 something, like
Million.
That,
Yeah.
that range.
and I think it said, I think I saw here is like 612 songs. Yeah, 612 songs for like 50 some million.
Or 60 or
Or
something.
I
60
guess you have
something.
to ask yourself, looking ahead, doing some forecasting, would I be able to make 50, 60 million off of these records over the rest of my lifetime?
Right.
You know, especially when the sound change. So if whoever bought it could probably monetize it, putting it on soundtracks, movies, et cetera, stuff like
course.
that.
Commercials.
But at some point, like, it's just going to be sitting there. Like,
So
Yeah,
So
it-
you think that was smart for Future to do that? Probably.
I don't know yet. At first I'm like, no.
I think it's too early. But
I
now,
thought it was
now
too
you-
early.
Now you're looking at it.
But
like,
now that I think about it, it's like,
I think it's a hella smart play,
could
Ken.
make sense.
Hella smart because you're cashing out on that, and then you can still tour that music. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause
can he?
yeah, you can tour that.
Okay.
What do you mean? Like, I have to be able to perform?
I know that.
Just because I sold you the rights to monetizing my music doesn't mean I can't tour my music.
But does he
even
have
if
to,
they got a percentage of the ticket sales?
or he has to pay them to play his own songs?
Nah, I would highly doubt that is how that would work. I'm pretty sure
you
this
sell
is.
it to him.
But I still have to be able to perform it. Like you can make money on the soundtrack. I don't
might
get
be a part
nothing.
of the deal though. Like if you tour, we get 3% or whatever.
Okay, that's
You know,
fine.
like whatever. I'm just
Well,
making,
yeah.
I'm just making up a number. I don't know what. Yeah.
Regardless, but like he should still be able to tour, and then I think he's still in his prime. You know what I'm saying? So he still has music in the future that he's gonna. No pun intended. I just caught myself, but he's gonna make music that is still gonna generate revenue. You know what I'm saying? He's still, and Ken, you talk about the sound change. He was part of that sound change.
I know, but yeah, eventually it's gonna move it to something else. It always does. It's a trendy sound.
But I agree, but it's kind of like where Drake is, right? Like you hop on a Versace, you hop on that, you know what I'm saying, to keep you relevant. So I still think he has a lot of years of relevancy in music. So it makes sense to me, all the sense.
Yeah, there's no straightforward answer on whether or not you can still perform that. So I don't know. I'm just doing a quick search. I don't have time to really read it, research it, but yeah, I want to look into this trend more to see what are these people are doing.
Yeah, I'm with you. I feel like I saw more artists do that too, like in the last couple of years too. I just can't remember off the top of my head who they were.
Yeah, because it's like investors, like I guess if you're buying it, you're investing in art, almost like a painting. So now music becomes, audible art, right? And I guess you just want to own that and not necessarily monetize it. Maybe, I don't know. It's an interesting thing that music nowadays is starting to gain a different type of value to people outside of just entertainment and being able to kind of shape and mold pictures and stuff like that when it comes to music and television. So now they're looking at it as like a piece of property, to invest in and maybe make money off of. Or do these things appreciate over time? Yeah, that's the other question.
It depends.
It's
on
almost
the
like they're
artist.
looking at it like similar to real estate. You know how you get like equity into your home, and at some point, sometimes it doesn't make sense to just keep it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it is just gonna kind of depreciate at some point. So just cash out while it still has value or whatever. So yeah, I think I know you said you want to look into it, but when you said that, it made me want to look into it as well. But then I was like, what can I figure out right now just without looking into it? And it kind of sounds like real estate in a way.
Yeah, so applying that, then if I'm on the opposite end and I say, oh, shit, I want to go, like I'm a big Marvin Gaye fan, you're a big Stevie fan. Shit, I got money to burn. Shit, I want to buy all the Stevie shit. And I want to buy, I want to buy all of, I love Stevie too. I would buy Stevie shit too as well. So, but I would just buy all of Marvin shit just because I'm a fan.
Yeah.
And I want to have his whole fucking catalog. And then that just, I can see that as a person that's investing, like a music lover, I don't fuck with art like that. So instead, what do I fuck with? Music. So let me just go buy my favorite artist catalog and put that shit somewhere.
It's still art though.
Huh?
It's still art.
It's still art. I mean, what do they call the paintings and shit? That. I guess it is paintings.
Pretty much.
But it's all art.
But it is art. Yeah, you're right.
It's all
You're
art
right.
at the end of the day, and that's what people. It holds value, man. Like I never understood it when I was younger, but as I get older, I understand it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh yeah, I can understand why somebody would pay that much for a fucking piece. Like, I don't think I'm there personally where I would pay a certain amount for a piece of art. But that a lot of people, if you do have that in your
Portfolio.
not even just a portfolio, but as a part of your, it counts towards your
Net
worth,
worth.
your net worth. I didn't realize that.
your
So that's why
portfolio.
people. Oh yeah. So that's why people buy that stuff. I was like, oh wow, it's actually a power play.
Now
It's
we're
actually
We're
It's
adding
parking
on to
lot.
it.
It's parking lotting money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, there's a lot of things that people that have wealth that buy that I know I'm gonna make money on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have to have it liquid.
Right.
I could just sell it in 5 years if I need to.
Because people were saying that about Jay, right? He has a certain amount of wealth, and it's like, oh yeah, he also has these art pieces, so that makes
Kerry
his wealth
James
that
Marshall.
much. That makes his wealth even more. I was like, oh shit, I didn't even thought about the fact that he's sitting on this wealth. Like he owns this Basquiat painting, like that people wants to pay millions of dollars for.
Yeah.
That's money.
that he probably bought for 100 bands.
Yeah, that
3
is
years
money.
ago.
That's literally money. He could get that to his kids. Like, yo, I got this. Just like just like fucking baseball cards back in the day when we collected baseball cards. It's the same fucking shit.
Shit, ain't Jay say I'm trying to give you $1 million worth of game for $9.99
Yeah.
and $4.44?
No,
He said that.
for
That's-
sure.
that's
It's
a
You
lot.
think he'll sell his catalog?
Hell no.
You don't think Jay will sell his?
Yeah,
It doesn't make sense for Jay because Jay owns the DSP.
it's starting to make sense now, right?
It's all coming together.
Yeah, it's
like
coming
this
together,
is a
right?
new form. This is adding to that.
Yeah.
That's already been
And to just
around.
interject
Yeah.
real quick, more research shows that Future sold it around 65 to 75 million.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that.
Because let's
I'll
just say,
take that, bro.
And Rod, I love the fact that you made the comparison to real estate, because real estate has like, it's two things, right? Like you have lump sums and then you have residuals. Yep. You know what I'm saying? That come in every month. This investment firm is betting on the residuals.
Yep.
And I'm willing to give you the lump sum so I can have the residuals every single month.
Yep.
You know, and for future, it's like, well, I'm going to continue to create the monthly revenue stream. So yeah, give me the 75 mil right now.
Right.
Yep.
Nah,
yeah,
for
because
sure.
when you said baseball
Baseball
cards,
cards.
I was thinking about comic books. Because I would buy
comic books too, yes.
Exactly. So I was like, dang, I was buying basketball cards because future value would increase. Same thing with comic books. Oh, I'm gonna get this limited edition because I know I'll be able to sell this later on. Music now is starting to enter into that realm of that. So shit,
I still
And
got,
no,
I
and then
still
when you
got
hold
my
on
basketball cards too.
Yeah, exactly. And them shits are worth some money.
But them
That's
shits
what
on
I'm
eBay,
saying.
nigga.
That's what I'm saying. But like you get to a point where it's like, I can sell this now.
Yep.
And you know what I'm saying? At first it was just like you kept it for the
Nostalgia,
for
all of that.
Like,
Yep.
oh man, I got this card. But then you get to a point where like, well shit, you know, I can cash out on this shit. I can get some more
Two
cards
bands for
or
this one
whatever.
card?
Like, shit,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Let that shit ride. Let me let this Jordan card off one time.
I need to see what my comments are worth now. Remember?
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah, bro. Your comics, man, yeah, especially mint condition too. You keep them mint condition.
Yeah, I kept mine in
Yeah,
the plastic slip
yeah,
thing in the
man.
book. Yeah.
Can I buy Marvin
bro.
Gaye's
I got
catalog?
because most of my cards are like 88 through 90, pretty much.
Shit.
Like 88, 1990.
You
yeah.
sitting on some.
I got supersonic shit. I mean, because I got my shit organized
Upper
like
Decker
each
and
team.
all that shit.
Yeah, I got Dominique Wilkins. I got Isaiah
Somebody
Thomas.
stole my shit, man.
Man, someone stole my 92, 93 Michael Jordan MVP. I think that was whatever the year he was the All-Star MVP in the 90s. I had that fucking card.
Yeah.
I can't fucking find it.
Yeah.
Bruh, I'm
B,
like, man.
look, how attached are you to these cards, bro?
Huh?
How attached are you to these cards?
I mean, I'm attached. I mean,
You should
look,
just try to go
Yeah,
see how much you can get.
see how much I
for
can
it.
get for him?
Yeah,
bro. I'm pretty sure that you have cards in there because you just told me the years.
Yes.
You probably
Yeah.
have some cards in there, dog. That at minimum you're looking at 2,000 to 5,000, and then
Per card?
Yeah,
Yes, like I
Yeah.
have a Jordan card that's it's in like a casing or whatever. Man, I looked that shit up and I couldn't like not believe how like I still can't believe how much this fucking card is worth. And I was
Yeah.
like, "It's no way this card is worth this much." Like it was damn near six figures, and I was just like,
Yeah, bro.
What? This
Yeah,
is
bro.
not. It
Off a
can't
couple
be.
of
Can't
dollars.
be right.
It can't be right.
Like, you know how much we
it's
used to pay for those pack of
unbelievable.
cards? Yeah.
It's a little unbelievable.
Couple
Like,
dollars.
but there are people like that will pay.
Yes.
Even if it's not that value, right? It might be a super fucking Jordan fan out there that been looking
That
for
have
this
money.
card, that has money, that wants to
Yep.
pay you $1 million.
This
for that
one card will
particular
complete my
card.
collection. I need it.
I need it.
10,000? No. 15,000? 30,000? 50,000, bro.
It's crazy.
I have a book this thick with just with
you
the
see-
a whole
Let
bunch
me
of
get
cards,
2%,
bro.
dog. Let me manage the sales, dog. I'll get 2%,
A whole
bro.
bunch of cards,
Liquidate
bro.
that shit.
Man.
This could be $5,000 a day, dog.
because each page represent a team, so it's like Atlanta.
That's how I have my shit.
That's how I had my shit. too,
Washington
man.
Bullets, the Bullets, not the Wizards, the Bullets,
Bro, I was
Milwaukee, fucking Ricky Pierce cards and shit.
I was sick, bro. It was a family member that
Terry
stole my
Cummins,
shit.
I got a fucking
Oh,
Terry
hell
Cummins
no.
Well,
card.
it was like a distant family member that stole
That's
my
fucked
shit,
up,
man.
regardless.
Dan Marley Phoenix card. Yeah.
Yeah, B.
You sitting on
B.
something, bro.
Yeah, you got some bread there.
Just one day, just go look at one of your older cards. Like, do you have any Jordan cards?
No, I don't. Like I said, the one I had
That's the
was
one, bro.
it was an MVP, the 92, 93 MVP. It probably was a regular season MVP card or All Star, whatever. But
You don't have no Jordan cards?
no, I have no Jordan cards, bro.
That's crazy.
I know. When I go on my Chicago team, you see fucking B.J. Armstrong, John Paxson, Horace Grant. Where's Scottie Pippen? Where's the fucking Jordan card?
Who else was a big draw? Then it was Jordan.
And I want to say, I think my Sean Kemp card is his rookie card. I
Yeah, them
think.
rookie cards be something
Yeah,
else.
I think-
But just look at one of your
Yeah.
older cards and just look it up online. Just say, all right, 92 Sean Kemp.
you got any
I
penny
think-
joints?
I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, because by the time Penny came, my collection was like 88 through 91 ish. Yeah.
Just look it up one day.
Okay.
Just go in your book and be like, let me just see. and see how much that one of your cards are worth, or a couple. Just pick a few.
Yeah.
So look,
And you'll be surprised.
I'm on
bro.
eBay right now, B.
Yeah.
I looked up Sean Kemp rookie card. There's the highest one right now. That I'm scrolling a little bit. It's $75 for one card.
Okay. I think
$79.
They
But
was
just
say
think,
75.
think about it though.
Sound
You got
like-
like a book full of like classic cards. Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Marvin Gaye's streaming royalties totaled 2.6 million last year.
Wow.
Streaming.
Streaming 2.6 million.
2.6 mil, bro.
That's a lot of damn streams for it to be that high.
Hey man, you know what? Yeah, it's
Hey man,
Man, so kind of going back, man. If I was to have the bread to just let me just buy that off y'all, that's 2.6 mil just coming in, bro. Every month just off of that shit, bro. That's it's going to his family. His family still have the estate, but that's
Okay, so
crazy,
that
bro.
is that for the year or per month?
That's just for the year, man. Yeah.
So Ken, Future. This is what website is this? This is agentertainment.com. It says, oh, that's one project. Wait, hold on.
Which project is it?
I don't know the project, but it has over 2 billion streams on platforms. But hold on, I'm trying to find
Billion? You said that with
Yeah.
the B?
Yeah,
And that's just one album?
yeah. So it looks like from Spotify alone, Future made 7 million in a year
Just for Spotify?
just from Spotify.
Damn, and that's
What's that-
fractions of pennies. That's a lot of damn
What's,
streams, bro.
what's the streaming we get from nowhere to turn?
I know, right? You know what I'm saying?
Man, you know what? I'd be surprised if we're at even like 10K streams.
Man,
That's wild.
have y'all ever? I was thinking about this last week because the more I've been joking about being a quote unquote rapper, I was just thinking about. I was like, there really is like a real fucking song out there, right?
Oh yeah.
Like not a real ass fucking song out there, bro. Like forever.
Yeah.
It's just kind of crazy to even like. I haven't really processed the
Yeah.
fact because we're all just doing it for shits and giggles. But then I was
it's-
just like, oh,
It's
shit.
out there, bro. That shit
Like
is.
I really got a real performance record out there. It's kind of insane.
Bruh.
Holy shit. Okay. So this is off of Forbes.com.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, you don't like that site no more?
Forbes janky, but go ahead.
They are, but I'm just referencing where I'm getting the
I
information
get
from.
you.
Back in, I want to say this is 2017. Back in 2017, he ranked number 10 in terms of annual streaming revenue, right? And he made 23 million in 1 year streaming, and that's Future. The number one spot came to Drake,
That's believable.
which was 94 million in 1 year.
That's believable.
Wait, so in 3 years, 20, he would have made what he sold it for. Anyway, all right, we've been on that because I'm down now. It makes sense,
6
but now
years.
it makes sense. 23.
2017 is 6 years ago now.
I'm just saying he sold it for 65 mil. So if he's
Between
making
65 and
23 mil a
75.
year, he's making 40. He would make 46 in 2 years, and then in the other year, what's that? 65.
But you you're gonna go up and down. Like, what if he doesn't drop or what if his project isn't
Nah.
as successful as you know what I'm saying? And you gotta remember that's also the Mask Off year. That
Okay.
song that was huge.
Yeah, that was a big song.
Everybody remixed it, including Kendrick. So that could your streaming is always gonna go up and down. It's not always gonna be
Okay,
you know.
true. Yeah.
Because what if the year before he only did like 9 million?
Yeah.
Damn.
My
That's
bad.
crazy.
So it wasn't a million, but this is the card I have. That's the one I have.
Oh, you know what? I think I had this. No, wait, 1990. Oh, I don't know if I had this, but it looks
But y'all
like
can
I.
see the number,
I feel
though.
like I did.
So that
Yeah, I
can,
used to see this card back in
Yeah.
around.
but I have that one.
I never had this card though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Yeah.
25K.
damn.
That's how. Yeah. Crazy,
Yeah,
right?
that's crazy, bro.
Like it's just sitting in my house.
Crazy. 25K.
Yeah,
And probably
it's
could
crazy.
be more depending on who kept it.
Yeah, depending on who
Yeah.
won it.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, shit. I hope I have a car. I mean, my shit worth 50K.
Yeah,
My,
what else?
My car, but I'm sorry. Go ahead. You said what else?
So my bad, B.
No, you good. All right, so I'm gonna go dark with this topic since Mike.
what I'm talking
since
about,
Mike.
Wait,
Oh, I'm
wait,
talking about since
wait.
Mike. I'm talking about dark, like
Oh,
you know,
the
like
wrong-
oh shit.
oh,
Yeah, not like darkness. No, not what me and you thinking about. All right, so y'all know who Brandon Bentley is? Did that name sound familiar? Of course, this is recent news. So,
No.
He's facing numerous charges after he was arrested at the North Carolina A&T State University, which is I think that's a HBCU. I think that's a all black college. Want to know why he was arrested for it?
Why?
Police discovered he had now, mind you, this is on a predominantly black college. I want to say North Carolina A&T is a HBCU, a black college. But when he was arrested, police discovered he had 2 handguns, 2 shotguns, 1 rifle, a crossbow, a machete, stun gun, hatchets, knives, choking devices, pepper spray, a blow dart gun, brass knuckles, and other weaponry. They also say he had more than 1,000 rounds of various ammunition on this campus.
What the fuck are you doing with a
Yeah,
crossbow?
that's. I mean, and he had no affiliation with the campus. Like he wasn't like a student there. Like,
Oh, you was just living there?
they don't say what he was if he was living there or not, but he had no affiliation with the A&T, and he's been banned from campus.
Yeah, there are stories out there of people that don't be on campus that live on campus, which is kind of crazy.
And he was released
Yeah.
on bond according to court documents. His bond was set at $100,000. He was released on bond. But
Yep.
yeah, this happened on March 26th. He was luckily the popos got him because he's a Caucasian male. So yeah, it's just kind of you see that like you on
This
the
man said Caucasian.
yeah you on a black college facility with all this stuff. Like what was your plans,
What made him get a dart gun?
bruh?
I'm trying to tranquilize somebody.
Bruh,
Dart gun because they African?
I don't know. But yeah, when it's crazy, man. Like, yeah, Bentley was charged for weapons, explosive devices. That's crazy on educational property.
But see, that's the thing. Like, it be white people on campus, though. So it'd be like
Yeah,
a few.
yeah.
So you don't really pay no mind. You're like, okay, yeah, But so yeah, they probably didn't even register.
Yeah, but the college said he had no affiliation with the university though. So that's what makes the raise the eyebrows. Like, okay, what
Some
this
random ass
what this
Caucasian
yeah
dude.
what this dude was what he had planned. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, so where did he have all this stuff stored at?
I'm assuming his car when they pulled him over. I'm assuming it was his vehicle. Like they didn't search his like place. I don't think, but I think when they put him over, that's when they found out he had all that stuff.
What you think tipped him off, the crossbow or the dart gun?
The crossbow.
Yeah,
I think the crossbow.
Yeah.
I think the crossbow.
Everything else probably looked. All the guns and stuff looked over.
Right.
This crossbow, I'm like, oh,
Bruh.
wait a minute.
What are you
bruh.
out here doing,
What-
bro?
what you got
What you
planned?
got planned?
Shit.
Yeah, Brandon Bentley. That's his name.
Damn, Brandon.
Greensboro, North Carolina.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dog. Like, yeah, it's really raising eyebrows because it's like, what the hell was this man planning on doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know-
Nothing else has surfaced about like his background. They haven't searched into that yet, but yeah, I'm pretty sure some stuff might unfold from that. Like, dude,
Yeah, that's wild.
huh?
That's wild.
Yeah, that is. Like,
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm glad they caught him.
hell yeah,
I'm glad they caught him.
shit,
Because there's been some higher learning shit.
bruh.
That was more than higher learning.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Shit. Damn.
I know that's crazy. So yeah, that was my evil. Since Mike was out, that's my evil
I know,
topic
right?
right
He
there.
tried to take-
Yeah, I had to-
The difference is that he would have actually took out some people. with his-
yeah, right. That would have been a difference. Mike would have been like, yeah, he fucking killed
And
him,
they-
split his spleen, dropped the
Right,
You'd be like,
right.
Mike, what the fuck
Right.
you find this shit?
He put an arrow in him with a dart in his neck.
decapitated 2 girls. So we were like, Mike, what the fuck? So yeah, mine's wasn't as dark as Mike, but
And they
damn it.
can't find the other person.
Right, like
The other
their
person-
body
right,
is
yeah.
gone. Like,
Like, God
What?
damn, Mike.
he also had a crematory in his basement.
Right.
Like what? He was fucking cooking animals.
Right.
Like, what the hell?
That's how Mike taught me what it was.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, mine didn't go as bad. It was a little bit of happy ending at the end. The fact that they got him, but like I said, he was released on bond. So I mean, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure he has a court date.
That's
That
crazy.
shit. That's crazy.
That's crazy. But shit, I got a topic. I'll give you like a real quick 2 for 1. Have y'all heard of BRICS?
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 BRICS.
No.
What
is that?
All right, so
It's an acronym. It's
I've heard
an
of
acronym that
BRICS
starts
in
with something.
different ways.
Right.
yeah, so it's Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa.
Okay.
They are creating a new currency. Yeah. Yeah. See, Ken, I thought you would be on this one,
That
Ken.
financial shit going on this month, boy.
I
You
thought-
know about that?
I thought you would be on this one.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
And this is from the IndiaTimes.com. According to reports quoting Russian lawmaker Alexander Babakov, the BRICS nations are in the process of creating a new medium for payments established on a strategy that does not defend the dollar or the euro. So essentially, these companies are going to now start trading goods and trading oil and all of those type of things in the
Yeah.
currency that they're creating,
Yeah.
kind of sort of devaluing now the euro and the dollar.
Trying to freeze us out.
Exactly. So to me, and you could call it conspiracy, but remember all of those type of foreign objects from all of these countries and stuff that we were seeing, and I was saying, hey, this feels like a world war. This is what's going to cause a world war when you have all of these other nations that are now trying to de-establish the American dollar as the primary currency for the world and create their own. Guess we're gonna have to respond in a military type of fashion.
What's the B again?
Brazil.
Brazil. And the C?
Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa.
China's the one. And Saudi, too,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
Not South Africa?
So South Africa has all of the natural resources.
Yeah,
but these other ones are the powers in terms of, military. Nobody's a bigger military power than us. We spend like fucking 20, 30 times more than damn near the whole world combined.
China's already working with Russia, and that OPEC shit,
Yeah,
I think, was part of that whole move as well to keep this is a I won't say a Cold War, but it's definitely economic warfare.
Yes.
That's going on right now between China's been doing this shit since last year, and nobody's really been calling it out. But this OPEC shit and what they were doing behind the scenes with oil, I think Russia and somebody when it turned to oil production. So now OPEC come out and be like, yeah, we good. We're not gonna make as much. It drives gas up, and we're fighting inflation right now.
Exactly.
So it keeps us in this period of instability.
100%. And the inflation of the dollar is about to go crazy because the reason why it's normalized is because it works everywhere. You could go anywhere, and for the most part, outside of the euro, our currency is worth more than everybody else's. So now, if with the most majorly traded things, they're not even accepting our currency devalues, meaning that your $10 is now you have to have $60 for the $10. So now gas goes up, obviously, because they're not even trading in American currency. The cost of services go up. The cost of transportation, everything goes up. But guess what? What they pay you per year is not going to change. What you make is not going to change.
Yeah, and Saudi has the oil and shit. So yeah, man, it's South Africa, like all the other shit like that. And South Africa and Africa, period, has ties to Asia because Asia's
do.
been trying to get their ass
They've
over
been
there.
trying to
Or
get that shit,
they are over there right
Yeah.
now.
So peep this. Per Bloomberg report, China's yuan has replaced the U.S. dollar as the most traded currency in Russia. The yuan surpassed the dollar in monthly trading volume in February for the first
That's
time,
wild,
and the
bruh.
difference became more pronounced in March, according to data
That's
compiled by Bloomberg.
Time to fuck some shit up.
Bruh.
Based
That
on
is
daily
wild, bro.
Yo, And what's crazy is the mainstream media is not talking about this shit. We talking about Trump. We're talking about all of this fucking surface level shit. But this is how countries destabilize other countries, and we're not talking about it at all.
It's just the reason why I asked for the countries again, because I'm wondering, like, okay, well, shit, Brazil, all right. I know Brazil got some clout, but it's still Brazil. So nobody talks about Brazil.
Yep.
But we talk about Russia, and China has always been fucking with us. We always had it beefing with China.
100. And Russia.
And Russia as well, on the side, because I mean, shit, we're giving Ukraine weapons to fight them, so they don't like that shit.
And then you figure India has the population and they have technology, and then you figure South Africa has all of the resources, so they all play a major part. I think the inclusion of Brazil is proximity to the United States.
Yeah, I mean, and they would. I would imagine. I don't know much about Brazil, so I'm speaking from ignorance. But let me speak from ignorance. They would want to align themselves with a world power,
100%.
To gain some type of leverage, and to be seen as a viable country. So I could see them like this is a play for them. Like, yeah, they call them up. Sure, I mean, we're Brazil. Nobody respect us like that. So yeah, I'll rock with y'all, and we get to be first. So we get to be the first letter. Hell yeah, let's do it. So, because I think Brazil trying to come up as well. So, yeah, it would make sense for them to come on there. The thing is, the dollar is so fucking strong. So, my question is, how long would it take for that to become like a major currency along with the dollar and the euro dollar? And I think last week I looked it up. The euro dollar had more value than the dollar.
Yeah, that's the only currency in the world that typically outpaces the U.S. dollar. So, I honestly, Ken, I'm not a financial analyst. I think I am I can take concepts and kind of figure them out. But I don't know. Like, I really don't know how long it will take. But the foundation to destabilizing both of those currencies is literally happening right now.
Because if you're China and you have to demand that they use your currency,
100%.
What are you going to do? If you're another country and you need to do business with them, and this is how you have to do it, then that's what happens.
And who's the biggest manufacturer of goods? China.
Everything they're made in China.
So yeah, man, this I think this changes a lot, and people are not talking about it. And then real quick, like the secondary thing that I was going to say was just a play on the word BRICS. What was it? They're saying that, damn, I lost the article. But basically they're saying there's a resurgence of Colombian crack in New York again. And the DEA lead,
it's a hell of a damn.
Last name Tarantino, which I don't know. When I saw that name, I was like, damn, bro, how you the head of the DEA? That sounds a little suspect in New York. But it is what it is. But he's saying that there's an uprising in Colombian crack. He said the demand was always there, but, price, this, that, and the third. But they're starting to see a resurgence in Colombian crack.
I've been listening to some. Everybody know I listen to podcasts. And I be listening to like these interview podcasts, especially with these white people, bro. Man, they be using drugs like it ain't shit, and be open about it. That should be like I was listening to.
They do be open as fuck.
Yeah, he was like, oh yeah, we were doing some heroin. He said, I was strung out on this, I was strung out on that, but
Just
I'm fine
open,
now.
yeah.
Whole heavy metal bands and bands just be out on drugs and just doing shit. But the thing that kind of struck me is they talk about it like it's just par for the course, it's normal, it's nothing. Whereas when it comes to black people, it's just like oh my God, you this, you that. The framing and the perception of it or how they present it is kind of wild to me.
Ken, it's like what just happened with Caitlin Stark and what's the black girl name?
Angel Reese.
Angel Reese. You know what I'm saying? Like
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
You said Stark.
I did say Stark.
I said, what?
Game of Thrones.
Caitlin Clark. See out here, you know what I'm saying? Like the white Steph Curry talking about you can't see me doing the John Cena shit all over the place. And then the moment it gets done to her by a black person, they're talking about, oh, it's classless. It's this, is that. So the framing on the shit we do is always in a negative light. But the white person does it. Well, man, it's the fucking 70s, man. It's Woodstock, man.
That's how they said, yeah. But when like R&B groups, it's always looked at as a negative. But these heavy metal rock bands or whatever,
bruh,
it's just like it's
like
just
part of life. It's part of life.
What we did.
So the article I saw, it was on Baller Alert, It says New York,
Baller alert. Go ahead. I'm sorry. That's like shade room and shit. Go
it
ahead.
is. It is.
Funny.
It is.
Baller alert. Nigga, we like, nigga.
Yeah, you hate shit. Go ahead, FIFO.
Nah, but, it says New York drug officials issue warning for resurgence of Colombian crack. Where's his name? He says we're seeing a resurgence of crack, said Frank Tarantino, who heads the DEA's New York division, noting that other forms of cocaine are booming as well. The demand never really went away, but the supply has increased exponentially. The mass supply of coke has driven down street prices to levels not seen in decades. Law enforcement officials adding that a single-use rock can be had for as little as $5.
Damn.
Damn, Jesus Christ,
That's crazy.
What's in that shit?
Hey,
Damn, shit.
that's cheaper than weed, bro. That's cheaper than weed. You can't get weed at no $5.
But the charges probably still high on that shit though.
The price of weed done gone up? Allegedly.
I would say it's relatively the same like on the street than it is like in dispensaries and stuff like that. It's not that big of a
it
difference in
hasn't
price.
affected it yet.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's affected it in places where it is legal though.
That's what I was saying, like dispensaries. Yeah, like the street price.
Well, what I'm saying is like, say you go to California or whatever, they're everywhere, or Vegas,
Right, yeah.
they're everywhere. So it's like,
Almost been put out of business.
yeah, would it still go for the same on the street because of that?
So
Because you can't say that here because it's not legal here yet, right?
nah,
Right, so-
not here.
so, yeah, you can't say-
So the best reference I could give you is like DC. You know what I'm saying? It's legal in DC.
Okay.
And I have a couple of favorite dispensaries, and I know people that will bring it to you that aren't necessarily a dispensary.
That's good, FIFO. There you go. That's good, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Keep going.
So, but the price doesn't vary by much at all. So and that's a place that is 100% legal. I've been in DC for a little bit now, but yeah, like it really hasn't affected that market like that, like the street
well
price
done,
versus
brother.
the store price.
Yeah, they need to just go ahead and just make it legal in all 50 states, man.
What's behind the popularity of edibles? Because that used to be the way I looked at it. White people.
I just had a conversation with somebody about that, and I think it was COVID, man. I think COVID made people try and do a lot of different things. A lot of people started drinking more. A lot of people started just
Liquor sales were up.
Yeah. Liquor sales went up. People started experiencing with different things. Just started getting fucking idle hands.
Yeah.
It's like everybody started doing fucking edibles. Everywhere I turned, like everybody, when we came out, and I think when we started to come out of COVID, people was so anxious to do all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I that's all I would hear. People talking about, oh yeah, it could be older people. It didn't matter. Like I heard everybody talking about it.
Really?
Yeah,
Bro, like edibles is.
Yeah.
I'm with Rod. That's why I'm
Yeah.
asking, because I've noticed the trend.
it came with COVID.
Black
man.
folks didn't do edibles like that I know of.
No.
you smoked.
Yeah, rolling that shit up,
roll that
bro.
shit up, yeah.
I think it's convenience. And I also think it's smell.
Yeah, you can get it through customs too. I think you can get
Yeah,
it easier to
like
get
you could
through.
travel with it. It's easier to travel with. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But I think for the people that I know that I associate with, it's there's no smell. You know what I'm saying? And then it's easier. I don't have to get paper, then roll it, and then do a whole bunch
Just
of stuff.
eat a brownie or
And I
just
still
eat
get
it,
my high.
or a cookie.
And I still get my high.
I can
And it
eat
lasts
coo-
longer.
Yeah, I can. Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's way longer.
stronger.
It's way longer. Now, here's the thing. I was not a believer in edibles some years ago, but I had an experience that changed my mind. And then
In
now-
DC.
No, not in DC.
Bro, I'm
I know. I feel you. Ken, in almost all 50 states, almost all, I can't say it all, but here in the city of Atlanta, it's decriminalized, bro. That you're not going to jail for under a certain
Since
amount.
when?
For a
Oh,
minute now.
I ain't let
Yeah,
you
it's been a
finish.
while.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Like if you have under a certain amount, is like
Because he
a
had just
ticket.
asked the question, was it
Yeah,
legal
no, I
here in
know.
Georgia? That's why.
It's not technically. It's not technically. But you can go
But
to
there's a threshold.
there's a threshold because you can go
That's
to
what
like a
white
smoke
folks
shop
won't
and they'll sell you flour, but it's Delta 8. But it's only like 0.25% THC.
Wait. Flour?
Yes.
They put the shit in. I
Not
don't
a
know
flour.
anything about.
No, like
No, not like bacon flour.
No, it's like
Like
the
the actual, like
actual-
you know.
Oh,
weed.
you said flour, FLOWER.
Yes.
I was thinking FLOUR.
no.
Okay.
Flower. You know, marijuana is a plant, right?
Really?
Yeah. Hey. I just
said
needed to make sure.
Like you didn't know that shit.
I just need to make sure because I'm referencing the flower. And you was like flower.
Hey, why can't you say really?
I had to take it down to
That
the
was for
basics.
the listeners
nah.
right there.
I
That
didn't
was for
even
the
know,
listeners.
Ken. But no, it's a plant.
shit.
So the Delta 8 variant is like a plant, but it just yields lower THC.
Okay.
So therefore, technically, smoke shops here in the state can sell it. Or I'm not even gonna say the state. I think it's primarily just the city of Atlanta, and you know the surrounding counties. You know how we are. We got fucking 20 fucking cities inside of one city. But Metro Atlanta can sell Delta 8 variants and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Edibles. You can go to a smoke shop and get high quality edibles.
Damn, you could buy that shit.
Yeah.
Because everybody be talking about, yeah, man, doing edible, doing this. I'm like, y'all talk about weed like this shit is like it's nothing. Like it's
yes, you
extremely
can go to the
accessible.
store.
That
You
shit
can
was,
go to
I
the
mean,
store.
I know things have changed, but shit, back in the day.
Yeah, now you can go to the store and get you a quality edible, vape, all that type shit.
It's popularized now, man.
I'll be hoping I can make it home. But yeah, no, it's just like, because I don't know, it's just, things have changed a lot. I haven't changed with it. So yeah, I just be hearing people talk about weed like very casually.
It's popular. Now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a popular thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just needs to be just made legal, tax it, you know, and I should be able to go to the store and just get what the fuck I want.
I just didn't know you could actually go to a store in Georgia and buy it because it's below a certain amount of whatever that stuff is.
Yeah, and it's not.
You said whatever that stuff is.
Yeah, like because they call it Delta
THC?
8.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Delta 8 variant, so it's like it, but it ain't it. So that's why they can.
So explain that then.
It's like the residue of it or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
it just so like
Is that like the CBD oil?
yeah,
Kinda, sorta.
exactly.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like it has certain properties, but it's not exactly
But you
it.
still ain't getting high though.
No,
right?
the person that explained it to me, because I've never done the Delta 8 like flower, you know, roll that up and smoke that. Never done that. If I'm gonna smoke some shit, it's the real shit. I'm
in DC.
In DC. And in Cali and in Denver. I've been to Denver.
Have you tried the gummies before?
Yes. Them shits are amazing.
Bro,
I
when
got
you go
some
to
now.
Morehouse, they all on the street selling that shit like it ain't shit. Just all in public. Morehouse homecoming and shit like that,
Look,
or any homecoming.
It all comes down to like the strength, like the milligrams, right? And everybody got a different tolerance. I found my sweet spot. Mine is 100 milligrams per gummy. I can eat a whole one and be all right. I can eat two and I'm high for a day and a half. You know what I'm saying? Like, them
Yeah,
shits
I had
are
that
strong.
gummy shit. I ain't never eating that shit again. Bro. And it was funny because I was talking shit like, man, that's some bullshit. I'm like, you know, I ate the gummy. I'm like, ain't shit happening.
It take about
Bruh.
20, 30 minutes.
Bruh, about like maybe an hour and a half. Nigga, I was like, okay, is this some vampire shit? I said, what the fuck? I'm like, why my senses heightened and shit like that? That shit felt crazy. I'm like, I am not eating that shit again. I was like, fuck that.
Man.
Yeah, nah,
Fuck
it hits everybody different. You
Yeah.
know, it's different.
I was
for,
like-
different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, it took about 2 hours before it hit for me.
Yeah.
Like after I ate it 2 hours, I was like,
Damn.
So Shelly had a friend about a couple weeks ago. You know her, B. Yeah, I'll tell you the name. I ain't gonna put her out there on the podcast though. But she came over. Shelly was helping her take out her hair and stuff, right? And she said, "Yo, Ralph, you got anything?" I said, "Yeah, I got this gummy." You know, she was like, "Should I just take half?" I said, "Shit, sometimes I take two." You know what I'm saying? But one should be straight. She hit that shit. She ate that shit. She spent the night, bro.
Damn.
Not dry. She was like, "Ralph, I hate you."
Yeah,
But
I've been okay. So yeah, I've been wanting to get back into it. I smoked.
Get back into it?
I used to smoke.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I did not know
my
that.
homies. Yeah, but in DC,
yeah, I was able to drive, but I was still like, oh shit, it hit me.
Yeah,
You know
it
what I
hit
mean?
you, yeah.
It got me, but no, I wouldn't like it like Shelly's friend.
but I would do
She
the
couldn't
edibles.
drive.
That's what I was thinking. I would do the edibles. And
Bro,
shit.
look,
Yeah.
Ken, real talk. There's a smoke shop like 5-10 minutes up the way right here. And the person there, I'm bad with names. I don't remember buddy's name. But he's real good in terms of like explaining like a lot of different stuff. So you got questions, you just go over there, bro. Like it's literally right up the way.
See, if he comes to the cabin, we can do some.
Tell them, right?
I
You know
will
what I'm
have some
saying?
supply myself.
We chilling.
We chilling. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what's good about the cabin, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No,
It's
been
dope
up
and
there.
chill.
No responsibilities.
No responsibilities, bro.
Nah, cabins are cool. Man.
It's dope as hell,
They're
bro.
cool.
Yeah, I was just up there New Year's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
North Georgia or something like that, or
Where he went?
In Tennessee,
Oh, really?
in Pigeon Forge area.
Yeah, that's where I was at.
oh,
Oh,
family
damn.
or just like
Family. Yep.
That shit was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, we done been up. We done been up there a few times. So yeah.
Man, I love that shit, bro. That was my that was my first time like being in a fucking luxury big ass cabin like that.
This
I was like,
Arizona
bro,
shit Nick talking about got me interested though.
that golf trip, yeah. He said
I gotta
in the
holler. I
chat.
gotta get more info on that.
Yeah, he said in the chat a golf trip in Arizona.
I haven't
'Cause
been to
Arizona got
Arizona.
some nice ass golf courses.
I would
bro.
do that shit. I haven't been to Arizona either. I
Bruh.
would be interested.
They
in
got
that.
some nice ass golf courses.
Yep.
Yeah, if you gotta go like in August, because yeah, you can't go in that bitch in July. Fucking melt out there.
Yeah. Thoughts on CBD oil?
I've used like lip balm
Mm-hmm.
CBD. I've used like a cream for like joints and stuff like that. It's cool.
How you
Okay.
use the CBD oil?
I've used
never
some. That shit do
different
get
using.
you fucking
Yeah, you-
focused, bro.
What you do?
Yeah,
just
you can
rub it on
vape
something?
it. You can vape it. They have pills that you can take that are CBD pills.
And you have one that's a dropper, which
Yep.
I've used.
They have like lip balm. They have lotions.
Like chapstick lip balm?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
That's crazy.
Ointment.
Ointment.
Really?
Like
Yeah,
you put it on, like you said, put on your joints and shit. That shit actually worked for me. I put it on what it was. I had some type of ache. I was like, oh shit, this shit actually worked.
I can put
was
CBD.
just like,
It's like
what?
it kind of it's
Why you rubbing
not
your-
necessarily
Like-
like numbing, but
Yeah.
you know how you feel when you high. Like
Yeah.
imagine that on your skin. Like
Really?
it just.
It's hard to
That's the easiest
explain.
way I can explain it, dog. Like it's not like a numb, but it's like
So if I
that
be like, man,
relaxation.
my elbow hurting, I just be some CBD oil.
Just rub that shit right
That
on
shit
it,
be
bro.
high as hell. Your elbow be high. That shit be floating.
What?
shit.
Can I put
be
that?
lazy as hell.
Yo, can you put that shit like on your back if your back hurts?
Yeah, it's like, that's what the ointment's for.
Why you ain't use none of that shit too on your? Well, your back?
I have the dropper stuff, but
Gotcha.
yeah, I never even thought about like the different other types of uses.
Shit,
for it.
I use some CBD oil and put that shit on my body.
Yeah, I for a while I thought that shit. I thought they were just making some shit up because every once in a while, every couple of years they come through with some fad or whatever.
Oh.
Like, oh, do this,
Yeah,
do that.
that shit work.
The person that's here talk about it all the time. Mike, he swears by it.
No, I've used it. I've started using it. Like if ever I'm like, if I'm just gone, my mind just racing, and I really got to sit down and do this. Pop a few drops, bro. I am zoned the fuck
I haven't
out.
done any of that stuff. I haven't actually that type of and taking it like that. I tried it like a couple times, but just like a recreationally, I guess you would call it.
Yeah.
I've never just done it like that.
Yes.
Anything.
So I vaped CBD oil and it's cool, but it's not as good as like the Delta 8 or like THC vapes. Because like it's definitely like you said, focused. For me, it's like a dulled high. Like it's more relaxed. But like Delta 8 and THC vapes, like it's.
Yeah, well, I wasn't using it to get like high. I was using it to like I need to settle down. I need to lock in on
Focus.
this. Yeah,
Yeah. No, I feel you.
But
I feel you.
Yeah, but you said something. Vaping. What's the fascination behind that? Because that shit look like a crack fucking down, like you're doing crack.
It
Again,
look like you doing
convenience.
crack.
You can go to the
With the little
store.
bong and shit, bro.
They got some. They got pins and shit. Yeah.
Well, what's the little?
That's a
That's a
bomb.
bowl.
That's yeah.
That's a bowl or
that
a
doesn't
bong.
like crack.
Yeah, that does look like crack. I don't like.
But don't they be having these bars and shit?
That's that. Oh, you
Nah,
talking about hookah?
that's hookah.
You talking about hookahs?
Yeah, that's different.
Oh
bro.
nah, that
Yeah, you
don't
talking
look like
about
crack.
yeah.
Okay, so vape. Oh, vaping is the pen.
The little
Yeah, like the little
pins,
pins.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe I was talking about the hookahs and shit. I be seeing motherfuckers with little shit. Anyway, it don't matter. I'm old.
So vaping.
And out of touch.
Vaping.
So vaping is the pen.
Yes, vaping is like a little thing like this. It's a little cartridge.
That
you
shit
just
look
pull.
crazy as hell.
Why does it look
That
crazy?
does. They make them like actual pins too though.
Yeah.
I know. I've seen them use it.
Yeah,
So the
But it's just
pens
like-
the pens are like reusable, right? Like you
Yeah.
buy a cartridge, these are disposable. You just buy it, you use it, it's done, you throw it away.
Yeah.
But the appeal of
Okay.
it, Ken, is that you get pretty much the same feeling as like if you're rolling up flour, but it's definitely different. It's definitely different, but you get a lot of the same feeling of it. And then the smell again, like if you vape, it don't smell like nothing. It's just vapor.
Okay, there we go.
You know what I'm saying?
This podcast like a few days early.
Yeah, I know, right? We're
420. Yeah. It's April.
Hey, I didn't go there.
4/9. It's
I didn't go there.
4/9. This is for
is
another
Ken.
podcast day.
We gotta hold it.
Hey,
I'm gonna read some comments this week and a follow up from a question we had. But I want to ask you two something.
Who?
The fathers, the new fathers.
Oh, okay.
Recent fathers.
My daughter, 21 years old.
right. You heavy in the game with this, baby.
Not new, like new B, but you know.
I know. I'm just, when you said that, I was
Yeah.
I really
You're
had
like,
to
wait
think
a
about it. I was
minute.
like, wait
Oh.
a minute. I'm not actually. I am right now because of
Yeah.
Actually, the most seasoned one, probably.
Bro,
Yeah,
my
definitely.
daughter's 21
Yeah,
years
I'm saying you the
old.
most
Insane.
seasoned one.
March 16th, she turned
Insane.
21, bro.
But the question is actually not about a female though.
Right,
so it's perfect because you guys are fathers to males. I was watching Bill Burr last night. It was a 2014 special.
That dude is hilarious, bro.
He is. I was laughing out loud. But anyway,
Dude from Mandalorian.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But he said something that, of course, back in the day, never mind. In other words, it's about raising your kids to be men. And he was talking about, he was on a plane and the plane was fucked up and shit. And he said he was in there, he was scared as shit or whatever, but he wasn't letting it shown like, oh, I'm gonna be man or whatever. And he said the guy in the back was sitting there just screaming like a little bitch. He said the only people that should be screaming like that are women and something else. That was part of the whole bit in the joke, right? So he was like, you got to be a man. And he said, I felt like that inside. Inside I was doing that, but outwardly I wasn't. And it was like, this whole misogynistic thing, right? Of, a woman gonna get with him, and then when a intruder come in the house, all he gonna be doing this, then they all be fucked up, whatever, how the bit go, you gotta watch it. But what struck me was the whole thing about manhood. And I was thinking about, like, they almost make it seem like it's bad to raise your children to be men nowadays. That's the feeling I get when we've had conversations on this particular show, and when you look out into the fake world that exists online. My question to you two: when your kids, boys, are really young, what would be, what's the approach? Like, do you think you're gonna be like raising them to be quote unquote men?
I think you want me to start?
Go ahead.
I think I'm definitely I don't know, man. I like a respectful man. That's why I've always been raised. You know what I'm saying? I've always been raised to respect women. I've been always raised to, not to put my hand on women and just kind of be, gentle, and stern in other ways. So I think those values is still in my son, today. I mean, 'cause that's just how I am naturally, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very, what you would call masculine, like just so
Right.
like in my everyday life, you know what I'm saying? I just am. Like I'm from the 80s, so that's just who I am. So for me, it's not even like necessarily like an intentional thing. Although I am doing things intentional, I think some of the stuff he's getting from me is just watching me.
Osmosis.
Yeah. He's just watching me, and I'm noticing as he gets older, like just this morning, I had like a shirt on. He's like, "Oh, I want a shirt like that." You know what I'm saying? So I'm noticing like I have to be a lot more aware of what I'm doing, what I'm saying, even to the point of what I'm wearing and how I'm wearing it, because he's paying attention to everything. So I think that's probably the biggest learner versus me just actually saying something to him. When I go out, I've been going out of town a lot recently, as everybody knows, because I haven't been on shows. But even when I leave out of town, I say stuff to him like, all right, I'm going to be leaving for a few days. I need you to take care of your mom and your sister while I'm gone or whatever. He's only 3 years old. But that's just what I'm instilling in him, is that the man of the house is about to leave. And now, even though you're 3 years old, you are the man of the house. So that's
Yeah, my
what.
dad used to say that to me too.
Huh?
I said my dad
And
used
I've
to say
done,
that to me too.
I've done that.
Nigga,
I do
like-
that with Remy now.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
an
And he's
infant.
4 months.
Yeah,
Keep doing that.
Yeah, no,
I think
100%
those
said
type
to
of
me.
things are important. You have to understand that, you know, you are a protector. You know what I'm saying? No matter what this world is trying to say or how they're trying to shape it or whatever, at the end of the day, it's your natural instinct to be a protector over the people you love and care about. And it's almost to a certain extent expected. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter how much people want to, you know, say like, oh, equal, da 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 da. At the end of the day, certain things, it's like,
imbalanced.
yeah.
100%.
It just is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
The imbalance creates the balance.
Yeah, somebody break into my house, you're not going to be the one that rushed to the door. You're going to expect me to, and I should expect to myself. That's just what it is. I like I'm not going to sit back like you said on the plane and be screaming like a bitch. Oh, somebody just intruded in my house.
Right.
I'm not going to do that.
Right.
I'm just not going to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just certain things that naturally, like for me, just happens. You know. So that's what it is, man. It just I'm leading by example. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even nothing I'm just like intentionally teaching. And like I said, I was raised in a house full of women. So like I've always been a person to respect women to, you know, to any extent or whatever. And I've always tried to lead by example because I had a younger sister. So that's just always been me. Like that's just who I've been, you know what I mean? So like he has no choice but to kind of get that from me. I'm trying to see if there's anything I'm doing intentionally. Yeah, nothing outside of me telling him when I leave and stuff to be, you know, make sure your mom and your sister are taken care of. And he really listens. Like I live and he'll say it to her. Like he don't give him a hard time. All of that, man. It's really crazy, bro. Like it's kind of wild how much how much influence you have over not just your kids, but especially like your sons and stuff like that, man. It's. I think I definitely have more influence over him than I did my daughter.
100%. Because he wants to be just like you.
Yeah. My daughter, it was kind of, you know, she still was very emotional about stuff and all of that. Not now, but I will say today she's very hard. She got very thick skin. Whenever I'm sure she got that from me, and so she probably did get that from me. She just didn't show she got it from me. You know what I'm saying? But Dom is showing it. Like he shows like every day is something. I'm like,
That
oh
man's a
damn,
mini you, yo.
like it was again like just this morning. Like we were doing something. I had got him an Easter basket or whatever, and he had got a Hot Wheel. He's like, oh man, that's crazy. Y'all know I say that all the time. I was like, oh snap, that like I heard myself, and when it came out his mouth, I was like, wow, that's me, that's me. The way he said it, the inflections on how he said it, I was like, holy shit, this dude sounds like me. So
That's
yeah,
funny.
you know,
He's a hard drive, bro. He just downloaded
it's
information
crazy.
every day.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, like a lot of the things you said is like already the things that I'm doing with my son. You know what I'm saying? The nigga literally just turned 4 months on the 1st. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, in my bad guys, you know what I'm saying? I missed Wednesday, and it was just. I thought it was supposed to be this week, but I had to drive my wife to Virginia, so she's staying out there, you know, until I take my paternity at the end of the this month or whatever. But like when I was leaving, I was holding Remy and I said, "Hey, like you the man of the house, you take care of everybody. You know, Gizmo gonna help you out. You know, I know you can't move around, but you know you the man of the house, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like to me, that is something that my dad always did, and it's something that I definitely want to pass down. And yeah, like I'm raising my kid to be a masculine man, you know, and like me and my wife, we have these conversations, you know, and I have a coworker that has like a lot of foster kids and stuff, and he's having issues with like schools and stuff like that, where they're trying to, like they were giving his son like girl dolls to play with. He's like, I'm not cool with that. You know what I'm saying? And really forcing this no gender, like and he's like,
so you don't have to force that.
No, you
That's
don't.
my thing.
You
So
don't.
I just want to touch on something. So that's what I think the difference is right now with probably how I was raised or my thought of when I was coming up is that, you know, if my son showed that, I wouldn't like make him feel like he's not supposed to be that. I think that's the difference right now. Whereas like once before, like when I was younger, I was like, oh no, or whatever. I might like I still be like, that's a just to be that's for a girl and just see how he reacts to it, and then he'll react like, oh okay, yeah, that's for what I'm saying. Like I still do that, but I think if he really started showing tendencies of like not being masculine at some point, I don't know if I would be like, nah, I don't know. That's the difference.
I know I've never had to. I've never instilled any of that on my boys.
Yeah.
They just picked it up. Miles is quick to tell you that's for a girl. Pink is for a girl.
Yeah.
This isn't me.
Yeah.
Now
Right.
people will probably try to blame it on me. You know how this
course.
world is,
Well,
but it isn't
it,
me.
it
But
is you. You just didn't outwardly teach it. It's just how you are because they pick
Yeah,
up
yeah,
on
yeah.
you.
I guess, but
You- because-
but kind of. So yeah, I guess to what you were saying.
Yeah.
So you can get back on your story. Is that if I don't know how that story is going to play out, but I know that if Miles was in that situation, he would immediately reject it. Was like, no, I'm not playing with that.
Exactly, and that's kind of sort of like what my coworker was saying, that like in his house, he's masculine. He raised multiple kids, and at school they're like putting it on him. Here, play with this.
See, that's
And-
not right.
And if like he's
not.
like, no, I don't want to. They're like, no, this is. And he's like he's losing his shit. Like he showed me like a couple of texts and emails and stuff that he's having with like the teachers and stuff and just the whole school system. And I'm like, whoa, like is this what I have to deal with?
Possibly.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like going
Yes.
into school. So look,
Like restrooms, going like
all that type of stuff.
stuff's
You know what I'm
gonna
saying?
be
So
like,
me
yeah.
and my wife, we've talked a lot about this stuff, and we're just blessed for me to be in a position to be able to provide financially that my wife doesn't have to go to work. You know what I'm saying? And it's scary, but I'm like, I'd much rather my kid be homeschooled to not deal with the society, because what's happening now, I feel like, is that society is imposing instead of it just being individual households. It's like everybody's supposed to be like, well, what if I don't agree with that? You know what I'm saying? And I would much rather prefer my kid be homeschooled at this point in time.
For
Just
how
because-
long?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. To me, that's something we're working out on. But Rod, I don't know if you know, but like Nay and Shell had a
meeting.
a lunch.
Yeah,
you know
lunch
what I'm
meeting,
saying?
yeah.
And one of the things that she had told me was like Dom was cool until he went to daycare and he started getting sick all the time.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna happen.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like even from that perspective.
Well, that's not
They
bad.
have to
And
do
I
that,
know
though.
I understand because
Okay,
they have
okay.
to build tolerance and
Okay.
resistance
Yeah.
to
That's not a bad
germs
thing.
and things of that nature.
It was hard for me to accept that, but I was like, okay, I'm looking thinking about the long term.
Yeah, of course.
yeah,
like
yeah.
I trust me. I 100%.
I accepted
understand
it, but I got pissed every time it would happen.
Yeah, I did too. The same thing. So
Yeah.
I got pissed every time. Like, man, these dirty ass nasty
Yeah.
kids or whatever. So yeah, but I was like, okay, well, I guess he's building immunity to certain things
Yeah.
and whatever. So I'm like, cool.
And I get
Making
it,
it tough.
But again,
Yeah.
as a caring parent, you're trying to
Oh yeah, you want
remove all of those.
You
type
don't want
of
anything to happen to your child. Like shit.
So those are. I'm just saying, like
Yeah.
those are the things that we're talking about. But at the end of the day, man, it's to me. I think the biggest thing is lead by example. And there's certain examples that I didn't have because my father just wasn't always there for me. So I feel like through me growing up, those are the gaps that I'm definitely gonna fill. And there's a lot of things that he did instill in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, cleanliness. I'm not the most cleanly nigga, but like that was a huge thing for him. So to me, that's like a big thing for my son. Like, definitely clean up behind yourself. Definitely you gotta shower, look good, smell good. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad was definitely always presentable. So that's
Hygiene.
hygiene. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that like
And that's a challenge with kids.
it is because
When they get to a certain age, they don't want.
They don't
want
wanna
to
do nothing.
They don't want to brush their teeth. When he was younger, he wanted to do all that shit. Oh yeah, bath time, teeth,
Kendall.
brush.
Kendall's in that phase right
Much,
now.
much as he gets older, but he'll get back to wanting to be clean because he'll start getting to girls.
Girls,
and
yep.
So it's just it's phases. I remember these phases.
I do too. That's why I don't stress. That's why I don't be stressing,
Like,
bro.
you be all right.
My wife be freaking. I'm like, look, just let it play out. I'm telling you what's gonna happen.
Right.
It's
He
fine.
gonna want to. He gonna want to smell good.
Yeah.
He gonna take one person to tell him his breath stink. He's gonna take one person to tell him he stinks.
Yep.
Oh, he gonna want it. Yeah.
Bro,
Peer
It
pressure.
happens.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Once that girl climb you one time, that's all
Bro,
it took.
yeah, or your
That's all it
homies or
took.
whatever, bro.
That's all it
Everything
take.
will change, bro.
Man,
That's all
just-
it
I
takes.
made sure every time we went school shopping, I made sure I was like, yeah, I gotta be clean. Gotta be clean now.
Like, man, you know, like my dad, he was into, you know, I guess not big designers like Versace and stuff like that, back like Gucci, but like Tommy Hilfiger and stuff like that. Bro, I had I wanted to be like my dad. You know what I'm saying? So like, I was always clean. I always had some of the cleanest sneakers. I always, you know what I'm saying? Like the gold chain now, that's because of my dad. Like, you know what I'm saying? And what's crazy is like, I'm showing Remy a lot of the things that obviously interest me. So one night he's laying, like he's like right here, and I'm just looking at stuff like cars and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he's reacting to cars. You know what I'm saying? Because like I was looking at some like crappy joint, and he's just like looking at it with me. And then I pulled up like some crazy looking Beamer, and he starts going crazy like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Like I'm like, oh babe, like I'm making a car monster.
You
here.
feel your energy.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And then just like even like, and I know he's so young, but like when we watch sports. Like we watch sports and he reacts. He watches me play Madden. He reacts to touchdowns. Like when I score, I'm like, bro, how you know I like? That's something that's really, it's the craziest thing. But to me, that's the most beautiful thing too. Is like just watching my kid grow up, you know. And you know, I ask granddad questions all the time. Like I ask everybody all the time, and especially with a little boy, he just wants to be you. So you just got to set the example. You know
I was thinking about it this morning. We had went to see Dungeons and Dragons yesterday, and it was cold yesterday, and I had I think I had this jacket in the car. He was like, oh, he said, yeah, I had to put on your jacket, Dad. He kept saying it over and over again. Miles did, because he wanted me to see him in my thing, or when he had to go to this ball dance. You know, my wife had to give Miles want you to see him in his suit and tie. Like they want these things, these
Affirmations?
Yes,
Kinda like?
from like fathers, you know, Kendall and my
I was
kids.
big on that. I used to be like that all the time.
Yep, and it's
With
just
my
so
dad.
it's just so weird, but it's just like with Kendall says all the time, it's like I never know how you feel because you just straight and narrow all the time, but he's not like that. He hasn't picked that up, that emotionless thing about being able to read people. He hasn't picked that up from me. But he notices that from me. I don't know if over time he may adopt that or not, but you know, it's just like you guys said, you can teach them to be men, masculine, or whatever without being toxic. Yeah. And I think that's kind of where it's going. You don't have to be abusive. You don't have to be this. You don't have to be that. You can still be all this stuff and respectful. I used to tell Kendall, yeah, you're the man of the house. I don't do that anymore, but sometimes when I come home unexpected, he'll come around that corner with a bat, or he'll just say it. He'll be like, yeah, I got to make sure everything's taken care of, you know, while mommy's here. But then there's also that protector thing that boys have over their moms anyway.
100%.
So there's a couple of ways it can go. So it could just be born, but they want to make sure nobody hurt their mom, or the other way around. So it's a couple of different ways. But when I heard it, I'm like, man, society warps you into thinking that you're like you shouldn't sort of do those things. And so I was just kind of curious, like, since you guys had recent, Miles is just 8, so we're still working on him, but like, what were your thoughts? Yeah.
Jesus.
Just what are your thoughts on that? Because we've had a lot of conversations about this sort of stuff. And even I'll say what's different now than it was growing up. It's just like we were in Walmart and we were walking and Kendall was like, oh man, that's messed up. So Kendall's 14. So he was like,
That's crazy.
he was like, and I was like, oh, what happened? He was like, yeah, one of his friends, he said, let's say his name is Michael, was like, Michael just found out that this girl he liked was gay. and stuff like that. So those are the conversations that you kind of like back in the day when I was growing up. That's the type of stuff that it wouldn't be out like that. But but you just like, and I laughed. I thought it was funny. Not that the girl was gay, but that he liked somebody that was gay. I was like, oh man, they got to be messed up for him. But to like somebody and knowing that she don't even mess with you like that, bro. So you got to move on. Like, but that's the kind of world we live in where 14. That is so like common.
Yeah.
So it's like we know the bigotry and the hatred and all that stuff still exists for that community, but just hearing my son being able to talk to one of his boys, and that's just like, it just is what it is. Yeah, it is. I just got to move on.
And the same thing for the girl side too.
Same thing for the girl side too.
He's gay. Like whatever.
So it's just this whole generation is different. But either way, I just heard that. I was like, man, I wonder if those old ways that we have are.
So let me ask you this, Ken. Because obviously your boys are older than me and Rod's boys. Are they in the phase of like trying you, like physically, like they're trying to test their manhood against you?
Not yet. Kendall hasn't. It's more than likely.
You say he's 14, right?
It's more than likely coming. But I say that, but it probably won't because I think I've established that role. But at some point, everyone does. So I'm prepared for it when it happens, but. It may not because I think I'm firmly established as the alpha in the family.
That and then your whole demeanor or whatever, like you said, sometimes I can't tell what you thinking or whatever. So that you don't typically try people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can't imagine them trying to. And you haven't given them any reason to, I guess. Yeah.
Well, no, and I don't mean like trying like. Like the hierarchy or the dominance in the household. What I'm more so talking about is like more like sports related, physical related. Like, hey dad, let's go race. Say I could beat you. You're old. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like, cause like stuff like that. I think it all comes. That what y'all talking about is like personality. Sometimes your kid might have a personality that is challenging in that way. I met your kids. I know your kids. They're not like that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, in the way you have your household. And then I know you, and I don't necessarily. Well, Dom is a little.
No. Dom will try me. Dom is different, bro. Yeah, I tell people that all the time, and I think I'm just saying that.
You think he gonna try you when he get like that?
No, I don't think he will. I think he respects me now. Yeah. But Dom just is very strong headed. Like like strong minded, strong headed, whatever you want to call it, and he just is, man. Like
he's outgoing already.
Yeah, he's already outgoing, and he's I don't know.
Yeah,
he's different. He's just fucking different, bro. Like I said, I say it all the time, but he really is. Like I've never experienced a kid like this. Like he just really has his own like thoughts, and I love that about him.
Man,
because I can see Dom trying. Like the moment he's like. He could shoot a ball, Dad, I could beat you. Dad, you know what I'm saying? Like I see that. Like, but are your kids like that at all? Like, are they?
Oh, Miles wanted to play me in Madden, but I was like, you don't want to do that. Because you don't know the game like that. Yeah, you don't know football. You don't know the game.
You can beat him in play calling.
Et cetera. But not like that.
You don't want to do that.
But like one of Kendall's friends, the one I was just talking about, he wanted to play me in Madden. So he was playing Kendall, and I picked the sticks, and I just boom, 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 boom. And I was like, boy, you ain't ready. I walked out just talking shit. You ain't ready for this. He was like, no, I ain't know it was you. It don't matter. Like it don't matter.
Yeah, I never did my dad because I figured because we had 30-year age gap. So yeah, by the time I was like balling in high school, I was just like, yeah, Dad, you don't want these problems. Like I just knew if I would have tried to play him 1-on-1, it wouldn't end right. I'm like, I don't want to hurt you, Dad. Like it's I don't want to do this to you, bro. Like, no. Yeah.
And I think Dom gets a lot of that from me because I always questioned adults when I was young. Like, if something didn't make sense to me, I'd be like, okay, well, why? Like, I always had to know, like, okay, but why? Why do I have to do this? And they used to say that was talking back. And I never looked at it as talking back. I always looked at it as like, I'm just trying to gain knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that doesn't make sense to me. Can you just please tell me why are you saying this and why are you doing this?
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be the same way.
And we encourage that type of being very, say how you feel. And, because one time we were in the car and Kendall curses a lot when he's playing with his friends and stuff. And I let some of it go, but sometimes we get extra. I'm like, hey man, come on,
Right.
tone it down. Because sometimes I think he don't think we can hear him. So that's why I kind of let it go, because he's trying to, you know, but every once in a while when he gets mad, I go in there and be like, hey, you need to chill out.
Calm that shit down.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much.
Right.
So we were coming from the movies, and I said, Kendall, why do you curse so much? And he froze up. And
That's funny.
and my wife, she wouldn't let it go, but she was like, nah, Tars. She wouldn't let it go. She kept badgering him. She was like, he was like, I'm afraid of how you guys are gonna react. And I was like, if I'm asking you, like I'm asking you with no intentions of reacting negatively. I just want to know.
Right.
And he was like, because I'm trying to fit in. I was like, okay, cool. I just wanted to know if you knew why you're doing that. Because if you know that that's your behavior and why you're doing it, at some point you may course correct yourself.
Right.
And I told him, I said, you don't have to do that in order to fit in, bro. So, you know, but I said, I was just curious. I just wanted to know. And these are the type of conversation we have. Like, we're going to be open. We're going to have these open. We're going to tell you that you shouldn't do that. That's messed up. Right. At least we know why you're doing it. Don't do it again. But it's not going to be a violent reaction. This talking back thing. Miles says whatever he feels. They were at Top Golf, and he'd be quick to ask the waiter. He's like, when the fries coming? And then she was like, oh, yeah. Then he'd be like, yeah, it's taking too long. It's taking forever.
Oh, my God.
So that openness, Rod, is like, I love it. I express it. White people are taught the same way, but we've been conditioned to talk.
Exactly.
You don't talk back, this, that, and the other. When we take Kendall to the doctor, and when you take your kids, have the kids tell the doctor. You don't speak for the doctor. You are the one that's in pain. You are the one that's feeling some kind of way.
Tell them what's wrong with you.
You tell them what's wrong with you. They work for you.
Yeah.
In every situation. When Miles was young and Kendall, when Kendall was young, if your burger messed up, bro, you take it back. I'm right here. You take it back. And you give it to him like, oh, yeah, you put pickles on here. It wasn't supposed to be pickles.
Yep.
Like, I'll do that. I got your back, but you go ahead and tell
Do
me.
all that shit now, bro.
Do that now.
Yep. All that
I
shit
even let
now.
him pay for his fucking stuff from that store.
Yep.
Like, I'll give, like, you know what I'm saying? I'll let him know how much it costs. This is your change. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I treat him like he's like
a mini adult.
Yeah. I have to. Like,
100%.
I wish a lot more people would have done that with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just saying like, because I said so.
Exactly.
Because I told, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because
it's
it
like,
teaches
damn.
you a lot of like value. You know, like me and my wife, this is something that we've agreed to do. Like, we're gonna pay for grades. You know what I'm saying? You do well.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna pay you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because the chore shit, we don't agree on paying for chores because that's life. It don't matter if you're 5 years old to fucking 50. Like, you gonna have to clean up the house. You gonna have to cook for yourself. You gonna have to maintain. So you know what? You don't get paid for that. You get paid for these grades, because these grades, school to me is the equivalent of work.
Bro, you probably won't even have to do that. I know it's what y'all agree, and that's y'all. But
Yeah.
I know that we value grades so much that even to the point where he gets mad when he don't, when he gets like a B, you're like, oh shit, I can do better than that. So you may not even have to do that. My dad paid me for grades. I love it. And Kendall's in-laws or whatever they're called, my in-laws, but they pay for grades.
You know, like for me, I want them to. I want my kid to know, if anything else,
it pays to be a winner.
Yes.
That's the core of what you're instilling.
And it's hard work. Like, bro, look, I'm unapologetically myself. I have a GED and I've worked my way to earn over 6 figures at my job. And that's double what the American household is. Right. You know what I'm saying? I did it with a GED, bro. And I didn't have that push from my parents to get good grades. Right. They said, don't get held back. You know what I'm saying? So so if I made it on the bare minimum, you know, and I had to work to get where if I instill that in you earlier, you can quadruple what I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I want my son to always know, like, look, the things I do, the way I challenge you is so that way you are definitely better than me. So guess what? I was okay in school. I didn't apply myself because it wasn't put on me. I didn't understand the value of it. But you'll understand the monetary. Or you want to buy something? Well, get that A and spend your money.
Yeah.
Put money to the, you know what I'm saying? The savings thing, like the whole just financial literacy thing.
Yep. April 23rd.
For the live.
Yeah, for the
like,
live.
it's coming.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
coming.
Like,
Yeah,
bruh.
I could talk about this all day. I'll tell you the last thing I'll say, and then I'll pass y'all everything closing thoughts on this. But the one thing I'm struggling with the most is with homework and getting my wife out of his own work, but I have
She's
a feeling
doing
that
it for him.
working with them and being on top of them about all this stuff and this, that, and other. But I have a feeling that this is how it was done elsewhere, and I wasn't privy to that because I had to do everything myself. So I don't know if like in affluent households and stuff like that, they've always had help doing their work and stuff like that. He does the work mostly himself, but if he misses an assignment, she's just all over him, like, oh, and just checking the stuff and this do this, do that. Very like super over anal. I'm laid back. Like my thing is like his job, his responsibility. Say if he don't fuck up, he know he fucked up, so he'll get right.
For me, I know my mother. It was kind of majority of my elementary, maybe until 5th grade, but after that, it was like, you do your homework, your responsibility, da da da. Like make sure you do your shit. Yeah, I do remember like in my like 1st grade, 2nd grade, third. Like my mother used to kind of like help out. Shit. I don't know if my dad must have had a conversation with her. I don't know what, or maybe it was just the age. Like okay, you this old now, so you got to start doing your shit yourself. So I don't know about that, but yeah, it definitely went to like late elementary.
This a whole other conversation, but I know he had messed up on some assignment or missed a date for the assignment, and they were going, I hate nagging, and they were going back and forth. And finally, I was just like, and when I speak, it's just like, okay, he's frustrated. I was like, just let him fail the grade. Just let him fail it. If he want a bad grade, then it's a bad grade. That's on him.
That's on him.
And she was like, all right, fine. She let it go. And then she had left and went somewhere. And I walked in the room, and I was like, so what you going to do? He was like, I already emailed the teachers. I said, okay, cool. I said, because your mom ain't going to let it go. She ain't going to let it go. But I said, but it's good that you did that because it's your business. You have to do it. And I'm glad you took the initiative to do it instead of having her tell you to do what you needed to do, that you know to do. So, and I don't know the results of it. I don't really care because it ain't mine. I said, I'm out of school. Shit. But I know my wife, and I know she's gonna come back. She is not letting that go. She only let it go because I said something. As soon as I'm out of the house,
she gonna be talking again.
She gonna be talking again. Yep. But all right, cool. Let's let me read a few comments. Did y'all have anything else y'all wanted to sprinkle in before we move on?
No, that was it.
No, I didn't get help with homework. Ever.
You did?
Yeah.
Me either.
Nah.
Me either, bro.
I only got help when I asked for it, but it was on me. Like, but if I didn't get something, I needed further explanation. Like, my mom tried to help me, but
that's the one thing I'm Rod. I'm telling you, bro. I struggle with it. I'm like, I didn't get this shit.
Yeah.
He needs to do this shit by himself. But then I'll be thinking, I'm like, damn, man. But maybe that's just, because my mom had to do other shit. And so she wasn't able at home. I don't know what it is, but I don't know.
Even when I came over there to help him with Photoshop stuff, like I showed him the tools that he needed to do in order to do it. I did not do it for him. I was like, look, you can use these resources. You can go here. You can go there. You can set it up this way. And I let him do it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. I didn't do anything for him. I was just like, nah, you can do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? All you got to do is go to this brush, go to that brush, go there. And I watched him do it. I was like, okay, yeah, you see, you got it. And that's why he said, oh, yeah, I got this. I was like, cool. I was out. I wasn't even there for 30 minutes. Like, because it's just like, I'm not going to sit up here and do this for you. Like, you could figure this out. You already, because that's the first thing I asked him. I'm like, all right, show me what you know now, is what I said. All right, show me what you know, because you might know more than you think to get done what you need to get done. Yeah. And he knew just enough to get done. I was like, okay, you need a few tweaks. So I just gave him a few tweaks. He was good. He was good. So yeah. Because I never, like you said, I never got help. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna figure out how to do this yourself.
Yep.
And I think a lot of it is empowerment. Empowering kids, like almost tricking them in a way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even realize you can do it. You just got to get your confidence up that you can do it. Yeah. His confidence was up. And he did it. That's it.
To the point now, I think he actually knows how to use the web, and I don't know how to use Photoshop. But to the point where the teacher was like, "Yeah, who's doing your work for him?"
Right. And that's what I told him. I was like, "If I do this for you, they're gonna know you didn't do this. So I need you to do it the way that you would do it, and I can show you how. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So yeah."
Yeah, so, and the teacher kept asking him over and over again. He was like, nobody, I'm doing it myself. Right. Is your mom helping you, your dad? Like, nobody. He said, you got Photoshop and stuff at home? It's like, yeah, it was like, nobody. So I think he got mad at the teacher.
Yeah.
He was like, "So are you going to teach us anything this semester?"
I'm telling you,
because he said the teacher don't teach anything.
they ain't teaching them nothing. I was like, they didn't show you this. Like I showed him something in
They don't.
5 minutes, dog. He was just like, his mind was blown. I was like, "What, yo, your teacher's not showing you this?" Like, yo, that's
Damn.
wow.
See again, bro. Homeschooling, bro. Like, bro. Like, the more I hear, the more I'm just like, I don't see the advantage outside of the socialization of you know, and I understand how important that is. But I'm like, bro, you could get that through sports, bro. And if you homeschool, they can migrate into the sports of the community. Yeah, bro. Bro. Like,
I've done both. So yeah, if you have any questions, well, probably talk to my wife more than me, but yeah, we've done both. And you're right. You're absolutely right. Sports, you can definitely get that. That's what we did with Kendall. That's how you got his socialization. And he was perfectly fine. He's kind of outgoing anyway at sometimes.
Well, I already know Remy's gonna be outgoing. That nigga demanding as hell, boy.
All right, let's read some comments. I haven't read any comments in a while. This is from last week's episode, Trump is the New Black, which MF Doom, Ken, you're a genius for this title. Triple entendre, don't even ask me how. I didn't think people were going to, I was worried about that one, B.
You was?
I was, because I thought people would think that the black would be associated with black people going to jail, etc. I took it somewhere in there, but people, you know, folks got it. I thought it was cool. I don't think people got the graduation one, though. Kanye West, graduation, Jew in it.
Yeah,
I almost started to spell it that way, but I was like, nah, I ain't want no trouble. But yeah. But anyway, so appreciate that. Call of Duty FIFO in the building. So yeah, I don't know what that meant, but you know.
He was talking about guns and stuff.
Yeah, so I read Crash_Bandicoot. Anyone find it weird when some people have such little humanity, I guess? Some of the crew acting like there's so little options in certain scenarios where they're acting like they'll kill another human being so easily. Mike seems like the only dude that is self-aware enough to realize how fucked up someone getting murdered is. Maybe it's U.S. thing. Oh, okay, so this must have been the topic you brought.
That I brought?
Yeah. Remember the dude that found the dude because of the air tag?
Oh,
They killed him.
yeah. So his response to that was what?
That he says he found it weird that people have such little humanity, and that I guess he said that some of the crew acting like there's so little options in certain scenarios where they're acting like they'll kill another human being so easily.
No, I think
I said I was gonna kill somebody.
Yeah, and also he said, you know, he doesn't know if this is like a U.S. thing, right? So instantly it tells me that he's probably not from the U.S. And you know, here we have the right to bear arms, and like I said in that podcast, like you have to, if you're gonna pull a gun or you're gonna protect yourself with an armed weapon, you have to be okay with crossing that line. If I have to draw this weapon, it's like you have to be cool with shooting that person, or else don't draw the weapon. I think that's like the first rule of having a gun. You don't have it to draw it, but in the event that you do,
what's one of the sayings they say? If you're gonna pull it, you're gonna better use it.
You better
tell
use
people
it.
that. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because it's not a toy. It's not to make you feel scared of me. It's to protect me because my life is in danger. You know, and I think again in the scenario. The man in Texas where I follow this dude that stole my car. If I'm going to confront this man can kill me. Mm-hmm. So I have to be prepared to take that life, or do like Mike said, which I'm in. Some people aren't about that life. Call the cops. Hey, look, somebody stole my car. I know exactly where it's at. I'm following it now. Can you know what I'm saying? Stop this person. That is an option. But for some people, that's not an option.
And I think that person speaks like somebody has something taken from them, like super valuable or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I think what I said in there, if I recall, is that I can't see myself wanting to kill someone, but in the moment, I am very upset and acting out of like not thinking rationally or whatever. Like I said, I when somebody stole my wife's car, like. I immediately had the reaction. It was funny because we just talked about, man, you know, protecting your family, whatever. I felt violated.
100.
You came into my house, you came into my home and took a vehicle from my property. Like, my instant reaction to that is like I want to
gotta
fuck
handle-
you
yeah,
up.
I gotta handle you.
Like that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a violent person.
Yeah.
I'm not
You're
going to go out in the
going,
street and just want to
guns
shoot
blazing, some
somebody.
Terminator shit.
That's
like,
not a normal
Right.
thing I have in my head. I never have a thought to kill someone
Right.
in my head. I don't have that thought in my head at all.
Right.
But you violate me, like that's a different story. I also don't have the thought of wanting to beat somebody ass. But if you violate me or you try me or whatever, that trigger turns on at that point.
Yep.
So that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? It's
Because
just
at that point, it's not even a reaction.
Yeah,
what it
yeah,
is
yeah.
a consequence for your action.
Right.
You know what I'm
Pretty
saying?
much.
Nigga, I'm no consequence,
Right.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right. I was minding my
My
business.
business. I work hard for mine.
I was minding my fucking business.
Like that's crazy.
Like what?
What?
Like I'm supposed to
Right.
just be cool with you running into my house?
Yeah.
Like threatening my family?
You're right.
Or whatever, because that's a threat to me. I don't know if I was out there, if you had a gun. Like, I don't know what the
know
situation
nothing.
would have been, but
Yeah.
I feel violated.
Yeah.
I feel violated. Like, nah,
Educational_169. The longest tennis match was actually played over 3 days. The fifth set was 70-68. They changed the rules at Wimbledon a few years after this match to prevent more long matches. And then he added some more information about the longest tennis match. But yeah, so
That's crazy. 3 days. How you
Who he
play
said
one
was
tennis
between?
match 3 days?
John Eisner outlasted Nicholas Mahut in the first round match at the 2010 Wimbledon men's
That's the
singles
same matchup I brought up.
Oh, never mind. So
Yeah. That's the same
that's
guys.
funny. They try,
So,
to,
yeah,
they try
so-
to fake news you, man. They try to.
not okay. So maybe.
Is
Oh
worded
wait,
wrong.
I don't know.
You trying to read it and figure out?
That's what they said, but yeah, that's the same guy you brought.
Yeah, 2010 Wimbledon. John. Yeah, I couldn't pronounce John.
Did you say it was 3 days?
No, it was 11 hours.
Okay.
Probably 11 hours over 3 days.
Oh, okay.
Because that's what I'm saying,
probably
you
what they're
can't play
thinking.
a whole fucking
You
tennis
can't.
match a whole goddamn day.
That.
Like, what are we talking
So
about?
let me go ahead and read this for context for everybody that's listening. So
So
they'll
maybe
have
I
it
just
as
worded
well.
it wrong.
Possibly. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe that's what it is.
I'm about to say that's the same.
So
thing.
John, so those people played in the first round match of the 2010 Wimbledon
Yep.
men's singles tournament
Yep.
that spanned
Yep.
11 hours and 5 minutes, shattering the record for the longest match of all time. Okay, maybe
so
not.
expanded.
The two players split the first 4 sets during the first day of the
Right.
match, which was
Okay.
halted due to a lack of natural light at the venue. On
Okay.
the second day of the play, the
So it
scoreboard
was-
stopped working once. They got to 47-47 in the fifth set, and it wasn't until the third day that Eisner finally got the edge.
So I just worded it wrong.
He held serve on the 137 point and broke serve on the decisive 138 point, giving him an unforgettable 6-4, 3-6, 6-7, 7-6, 70, 68 triumph.
Yep. See, I was right. I didn't present it. I presented it as if it was 11 straight
You
hours.
took the time, the actual time.
I just took the
played,
time of the play. That was
which,
it.
You know,
That's all I did. I just
technically it's right. I
yeah,
don't see how.
I'm right, but I just didn't fully. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. So it was just the way I guess said it or whatever. Because in my mind when I read it, I took it as 11 straight hours, and I didn't think of it in my mind when I was giving y'all the total time. I didn't think of it like, oh, they played it on this day, played on that day. In my mind, I'm thinking like, oh shit, 11 fucking straight hours of them playing tennis. But that way, it makes sense. I can see them doing that, stopping it. All right, y'all come back and finish this shit again. Damn, stopping it. Okay, y'all got to come back again and finish this shit. So yeah, I can see that. But yeah, I'm like, that's the
Bro,
same.
these
year and
people were
everything.
tripping over that question in the Reddit, bro.
Yeah.
We all average LOL kind of hard trying to listen to Mike trying to convince the guys items aren't worth someone's life. God dang, y'all funny, bro. Being politically correct when talking about a murderer is wild. LOL. Neither _department_9. S103793. I'm with Mike in that I think we need a way to support the people whose jobs will be lost due to AI. It's just that my problem is more with the politicians, the people not wanting to give hands out rather than the AI itself. Man, look, man, hey,
Skynet, bro.
shit, better get a new skill set. Better get a new skill set. They learn how to adapt. Adapt to survive. It's just that thing comes up. Oh, jobs lost. Jobs been lost in every single technological shift that has happened over the years. And motherfuckers still here. Gotti76, the complete mood shift at the end of the pod. Imagine waiting 3 years for your question to make it to the pod, and the crew acts like it's Clarence Thomas treats black people. Y'all did shit on that.
Yeah,
topic,
what was the question?
What was that question
That shit
again?
was a mood killer though, Ken.
I can't remember what the question was.
No, it was
bruh.
just about your favorite black figure, historical black figure.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That shit.
I
was
gave
funny.
mine though.
Yeah, Ron gave his.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. So appreciate all the comments. Let's jump to a follow up from a question we had a while ago. It was family contretemps. So, and I'm sorry for the lacuna in reading comments on the show.
Good job.
You know, but the contretemps reminded me, by the way. But anyway, let me read what this guy just say. Hey guys, I'm writing a follow up. Shortly after writing the email, my mom called me and we apologized to each other. Aww.
Oh, this is the one.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yep.
Because people was going in on us about that too. Y'all don't understand. Like
Wait a minute,
parents are
about
shitty or
what-
something like
say-
that. That's
wait,
right.
What was
Yeah,
the
I know
original-
parents are shitty.
What was the original question? I'm trying to remember. It
Him
sounds
and his
familiar.
mom got into a squabble. A little
Oh,
bit.
okay,
You need to
yeah,
make
yeah.
up with your mom.
Yeah.
We know. I know it. Hey, I know parents are shitty. I've been in high school with people, and we just hear bad parenting stories. Like,
Yeah.
how the fuck can you be that bad of a parent? Anyway, nevertheless, I'm happy to say our relationship is back to normal again. That is so nice.
That's what's up.
To give more backstory, my mom and I's relationship is more like friends than parent-child. I grew up with my dad and only saw her every other weekend until my teenage years when I moved to another state. I also resented her growing up because she admitted she wasn't interested in raising me when I was little. I got over those emotions in my early 20s and we became very close, which we are to this day. We are very similar to each other in that we're both very dramatic and act like divas, which didn't help the situation.
Gotcha.
I was also harboring some emotions from the past 6 months toward her. To be short, October was a very terrible month for me.
Okay.
I was, oh shit, god damn, this turned dark.
You don't.
I was sexually assaulted, ended my relationship with my emotionally abusive and alcoholic father. My parents have been divorced since I was 5.
Damn.
And my cat stopped eating and required surgery all within a 2-week period.
Damn.
My mom blamed
get
me
dark.
for the sexual assault and wanted me to talk to my dad again. That's fucked up.
Now, see,
Damn.
that's deeper.
Yeah.
That's definitely deeper.
We've worked toward those conflicts, but I think I was still holding on to those emotions. All that being said, I do love my mom and would do anything for her. I got caught up in my emotions, and the podcast feedback really helped me see the bigger picture.
Oh man.
See?
That's what's up.
After apologizing and working through our conflicts, I shared the Past the Mic segment with her, and we shared a good laugh over it.
Look at that. Look at that. We out here
dope.
changing lives. Go ahead, black men. Black men out here changing
Now
lives.
I gotta hear that fucking podcast and see what you had your mom listen to that. Well, I think we was pretty much on his mom's side for the most part, man. You know,
Yeah,
get
be
one
respectful.
mom and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Bruh. Look at that. Black men out here changing lives.
That's
7
That's what I
months.
like to hear.
7 months after October, I'm also doing much better. Congrats. I'm
what's up.
exercising regularly, have a girlfriend whom I have a great connection with, have a
Good.
healthy kitty, and you have healthy kitties in a couple of
Yeah,
ways,
that's
that bro.
what's up. I know, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
get-
right, bro.
that could be a double R job
Yeah, I'm
right
telling
there.
you,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? Got that healthy
what you
kitty.
get there,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? Take care of the healthy kitty.
Yeah,
You
take
know what
care
I'm
of that cat, bro.
Take care of it, bro. It's very precious. Very precious.
Yeah, and I paid off all my debt. All outstanding. Things are looking up.
There you go, man. I like
Thank
it.
you for all you do. P.S. Thank you always reading my questions. I've sent in almost 10 over the past few years
With
and
Jesus.
have podcasts saved for regular entertainer listens.
That's what's up.
Oh, that just warmed my
I know that,
heart, bro. Damn.
On Easter Sunday,
How about that? We have risen.
we have risen. We have risen, Ken. I love it. That puts a bright smile on my
Yep.
face. I
And
love it.
that's how we're going to end the show, man.
Yep.
That is so
Gotta end
dope,
it.
man. I'm glad y'all worked that out and that y'all
Glad
are
y'all did.
on good speaking terms and that. It sounds like
Love your mama.
yeah, you guys can have an open dialogue about things moving forward. You know,
Yeah.
it's okay to get pissed at people and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Just
Especially
work it out.
something like that. I didn't know we didn't have those.
Yeah,
Yeah, we didn't have.
we
We
have
didn't,
it.
yeah,
That-
we didn't have
yeah,
that. We didn't
shit,
have those
yeah.
dark details right there.
Sexual dog, your cat died. God damn,
know.
shit,
Just Jesus.
everything happening, bro.
Yeah.
I remember the community came for us on that shit. Y'all don't understand. And
And look at us.
And now look at it.
Now,
Who would've thought?
Now what?
Not me.
Now what you got to say about eye advice?
Right, about eye advice. Take that to Reddit. You know what I'm saying?
All right. We'll catch you guys next time. We out. Peace.
Bang, bang, pow, motherfucker.